He don't be like, listen.
And Maul's like 42 or something.
No, Maul's he's younger than Joe by like 6 months or something. Like I said, they're like 38, 39 both.
Okay.
Yeah, but Rory's the worst. I told you.
Well, that's enough of that podcast. This is the Noahidols Podcast, episode 45.
I don't know.
This is episode 45 of Noahidols Podcast?
Wow,
so this is the Trump podcast.
I don't know. It's the first time I've been excited to podcast.
This is the 4/5 podcast.
I don't know why y'all haven't done it in a long time.
This is my man right here, Joe. This is my man right here.
I'm Stephan.
This is Stephan Akram. Hey, matter of fact, happy birthday to Stephan Akram, man. 24 in the building.
Got something for me?
I do got something for you.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. He wanted it on the podcast. I was going to give it to him yesterday.
Where's it at?
It's right here in my pocket.
Nice.
But what happened to your gift? I want you to hear.
No, we don't care about that story.
No, but I do, because that's bullshit. I felt bad for you. I heard that. I heard it in your voice. You was sad.
I was, because I called you. You called me. I was like, hey, I'm about to go pick it up.
Okay, I'm about to give it to you in 2 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
I called you. I kept calling you yesterday. No, I kept calling you yesterday because I thought someone stole it.
Yeah.
I literally thought someone stole it.
Hunter called me crushed, like, bro, I don't know where it's at.
All right, hold on. Time out. All right, so if it's small enough to fit into a pocket, can I take a few guesses? Sure, you want.
Sure.
It's a watch. What? No.
But I always hate this game because then you get something that's way better than the gift I got you. It's like, nah.
I know, right?
I hate that.
It's like, also, you wanted to watch fuck.
And then now you gotta wear it. It's like, oh, okay.
All right, viewers. My longtime friend giving me a gift. And what is it? It's a gold motherfucking chain.
Chained up.
Yes, sir. And I was just about to buy one. Thank God.
I thought you had it on yesterday.
Yeah, shout out.
I almost gave away the.
That.
That's why.
I almost gave away the thing.
That's why. No, but you had like a silver chain on, didn't you?
Yeah.
So that's why that's why I asked you. Did you come get it? Cause I was just like, bro, I was looking for it.
Hunter called me crushed.
Cause I'm thinking someone stole my shit. Huh? And that's real gold.
Hey, that's hard. That's hard. And it's skinny.
I appreciate it.
Put it on. Let me see it.
Yep. You know what happened? Because you know how I'm observant.
What?
You was telling Khalil one day. Yeah, I kept saying you kept saying something about Khalil's gold, and
Put
then
it
he was
on.
looking at his gold. And he said, "I need some gold on my skin."
And you said, bet.
And I said,
Interesting.
Interesting.
"Okay."
Well, I appreciate it, brother.
Put it on.
And you just know
That's
that
clean.
your birthday's in a couple of weeks, and yeah.
It's gonna
Although you're a Leo, that's kind of embarrassing.
No, it ain't.
It is.
It's way better than Cancer.
It really.
But
ain't.
I don't. But that. I mean, you fake believe that anyway. I hate people. Okay, Joe.
Hey, Stephan's in. I love when Stephan's in his bag for real.
Yeah, that's sauce.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And Shane, I can't wait to get my gift from you as well. Although I owe you some back pay.
Some
Pause.
back pay.
But yeah, because we didn't get you right on your birthday, but we know why that was. We had.
Hold it. Yeah, well, your birthday's on the 27th next year. I hope you know.
Yeah, no. What?
Right.
That's been my birthday.
Right.
I really was gonna try to get you something on your birthday.
Hey,
too.
that's hard.
I didn't want the too long. He's too small for a long one.
Yeah, no, that's hard.
just the-
And that's gonna look clean when he has on his white. Ah, let's go.
I'm about to give you one of them too.
Yeah.
Well, not. I'm about to. I told you the other day. I'm about to convert one of these.
Yeah.
I was gonna get one like those back before.
Yeah.
I like
Shout out to Stephan, man. Yesterday was his 24th birthday.
24.
July 8th.
Yeah,
That's Kobe.
How's it feel?
And
Not how we wanted it. But
I was in denial for a long time. I didn't want it to be. I said it was going to be my 23rd birthday.
You did
I've
say
been
that.
telling
I saw
people
you switched up.
I've been telling people for like 6 months that I was turning 23. But
What was
I'm
this?
24,
you want to
motherfucker.
explain?
Right.
You want to? Well, he would.
I really didn't realize until just yesterday when I got all that stuff. I go, wow, it's my 24th birthday. I was born July 8th.
All right.
8/24.
Wow.
It all makes sense.
Wow.
The universe just speaks to you, brother. It
Wow.
just does.
Rest
And
in peace,
everything
Kobe.
I got was like Kobe themed so far. Damn near.
That makes me happy, man. For real. I'm
Although-
sorry your gift ain't here.
Although I would trade it all in.
I was about to say.
Like in a heartbeat.
I
Right.
guess you would, but
But the
rest in
universe
peace to
works
the
weird.
legend, man.
I will also. Never mind. I ain't gonna say that. God, I always gotta say. that.
Yeah, I went to go pick up your gift yesterday, man. And they was like, he brought it out. He's like,
Thought he was in his bag. It's like, no, that's the wrong one.
here it is, man. And I'm like,
Start checking you out and shit. It's like,
Yo, get you some real friends, man.
I'm like, man,
Having some friends
I was really crushed, bro.
it's really a beautiful thing.
I've been crushed on the drive.
I was.
I think.
I
I think.
really
I
was.
think.
Because I was
really,
ready to come over here and surprise
Here's the thing.
you.
I really think that people. I ain't gonna give us too much credit, but I really think people from the outside in like our friendships. It's
think so,
always
too.
good. It's good. Like you. I don't know about you guys, but I like other people's friendships. Oh, they got a nice
Some
little
people's.
friendship.
There's
Unique.
some people's,
I like y'all's friendship, but you don't really know the details. You don't know if they
just,
be like
just the outside.
this outside. And I think people have been fucking with us from the outside looking in.
I mean, we have fun.
I
Like,
mean,
we literally just have fun.
And I mean Khalil included.
For
too.
sure. And Holden.
And just everybody.
Right.
They fuck with the Noahidols.
Well, not everybody.
People fuck with the Noahidols.
Right. Whether they watch them or not, when they see them.
I'm just talking about
Right.
like people have been noticing. Trust me, and people tell me about it. Some of your friends, like that's not in our crew, have noticed. Like they see that we go out every Sunday. Like people have picked up on shit.
I get
like
followed
that.
by one of your new friends every week.
Every-
I'm like, oh, right, Nick.
Right.
Nick, my guy.
Right, thanks, Nick. Nick, shout out to Nick. Shout out to Nick, 'cause that's my guy. But yeah, no, I definitely, I know exactly what you're talking about. Because it's just, we fight, but it's genuine.
Yeah.
Like there ain't no, nobody's trying to gain nothing from each other.
Right.
So that's why, you know how like we talked about like how certain friends might see you, you know, might level up a little bit in life, and then y'all's friendship gets a little weird because now they feel like they gotta kind of like look up to you or talk to you different, or every time you see them they gotta tell you their next move. Like, hey, bro, I'm doing this too. But it's just like that's just to me now you're putting. I don't want to be put on a pedestal,
Right.
And I don't want to make our friendship feel weird,
Right.
So.
Yeah, I think we have a good friendship.
Yin and yang.
Good, and we're in the business. Like we have a good. I think that we do need to focus on the business a little more, but we're not. It's not crazy different. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
We have a good balance.
Well, that's cool.
So all that to say, happy birthday to Stephan, man.
I appreciate it.
I hope you had a good birthday.
I did a whole bunch of. Although I'm getting lit this weekend, and the following weekend, especially if we go somewhere, I'm really.
No, we're going somewhere.
Yeah,
It's where.
I already took the days off.
Yeah, regardless. Like I said, worst come to worst, we'll go to Chicago.
Yeah.
We'll drive up there and get a hotel and just
So anywho, the point
The
is,
Chirac in the summer when it's
the
100
point
degrees
is, I would
scary.
get really, 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 really lit then, like lit in an inappropriate way then. But yesterday, I wanted to do some self-care things.
Oh yeah, I wanted to see.
Yeah, you took care of yourself.
Right.
I didn't get to. I
Break
didn't
down
get
the
to.
day. Break down the day.
I woke up.
All right. I saw some clothes and bags over here.
I woke up. I cleaned myself up. I went to breakfast first.
Right.
Went by myself. Ate some breakfast. Everybody was Snapchatting me saying, "Oh, I would have came," and shit like that. But
That's not what you wanted.
that
You
isn't
wanted
what
it-
I want.
right.
I could have had anybody. I mean, I can
Right.
have somebody go. Yeah.
Right.
And yeah, you was one of the people. But then I went shopping by myself, and
That shit looked good. It's probably the only reason I said it though.
it slapped. I went shopping by myself, and same thing. Everybody was like, I would have went with you. But I just kept doing. I want to do it more. I'm gonna do it another day next week or something. But just taking out because I've always done shit like that in a little bit of ways. But I was telling my brother, what day was that he came over? Monday? Tuesday?
Yeah.
One of those days I was telling him that he needed to go do for himself and go out by himself and take himself on a date.
Mm-hmm.
And it made me think, I was just like, nigga, you need to. Like, I think I'm alone a lot, but I'm really not.
All right.
I'm not as alone as I used to be. So, and there's being alone and being like a healthy version of that, and then there's also an unhealthy version of that. And
Right.
the healthy version of that is taking yourself out and
Getting a massage.
and like getting a pedicure and going to the movies by yourself, reading a book. Like all that shit is really, really vital for just your own individualism, stuff like that. So I'm gonna start doing that a little bit more. It was
Relaxing.
yeah, it was relaxing, and it was honestly without bullshit and drink and all that shit and party and all that. It was probably one of the best birthdays I had, just being by myself for real. I really fucked with yesterday a lot.
Why do you think that is? Did you get the chance to like decompress everything that's going on, or?
No, just the feeling of like, because a lot of times you prevent yourself from doing stuff because you're waiting on, like, I would hit Hunter up like, hey, let's go to the store. And if, say he didn't want to go to the store, I might not go to the store because I just didn't feel like going by myself. Or, that's in a small aspect. Or I'll text the whole group chat, hey, y'all, like, let's go to the movies or something.
Right.
And if y'all don't want to go to the movies, now I ain't
Then
going
you're
to the
not
movies.
going to the
So the
movies.
feeling of just being like, no, fuck it, I'm doing these set things, and I'm doing them. I'm not waiting on nobody. I'm not texting. I'm doing them. It felt good. It really felt like freedom. I was just going places and just doing shit. And by the way, I stopped at, because I was trying to go out to eat at Collier's. I vaguely remember seeing a link a couple months ago that they got shut down. But
Yeah,
I
I
didn't.
thought we talked
There was
about
like a GoFundMe for him, I think.
Yeah, I didn't process that. So I went.
yeah.
Yes,
Right
bro.
behind the mall. Remember we
Bro.
talked about it, I think, on the podcast.
No, I don't think we talked about it.
Maybe we talked about it.
Last time I remember college, remember we was driving. You said, I don't want to give him German time.
Yeah.
shit.
Oh,
Yeah, but that was
months,
before
6 months ago.
coronavirus.
Yeah.
So, but
I shut down because of corona.
bro, I pulled up. It was empty, right? So I circled around the parking lot to see if there was any cars because I'm like, oh, it's early and maybe they just got a few customers. And the old lady's like dragging trash out. So I pull up on her, and I go, are you guys open? She goes, unfortunately, we're not. And I go, oh, okay. I go, like, when are you guys opening back up? And she goes, unfortunately, we're not. And I go, what do you mean? She goes, we're not. She said, we're not opening back up. And I go, why? She said, we never made it. And I go, what do you mean? And she said, we didn't make it through this whole corona thing. And I go, as of when? She goes, as of March 15th. She said, we couldn't survive. And I just got so sad for her. She was an old lady, probably the owner.
Yeah.
So sad. And I go, man, I was just like, keep one foot ahead of the other and just keep on going and have faith. And she said, yeah, I will. I'm a big believer. But she said, it makes you wonder sometimes, doesn't it? And I go, yep, it does. And I said, God bless you. You have a great day. And she said, God bless you.
Yeah.
I said, could you fucking imagine?
At least she's not bitter because he would have asked me, what do you mean? What do you mean, what do I mean? I just told you.
Right.
We're not up.
Right.
But that's so sad. That's a family unrest. Like,
that's been there since for a long. I mean, I'm sure that's probably like 30 years.
It's generations.
Yeah.
And not even that. Like, we talked about it just on the podcast, and God, I hate talking about Corona, but could you just imagine your life? You put your life investment into that shit, and it, no fault of your own, gone.
Probably
just
small
like,
business.
I was talking to my mom about, like, 6 months ago, you wouldn't have predicted that something out of the sky. Like, that is like,
right.
Talk about God said, like, that is so crazy. You would think that if your business went under, it was something you did, bad business.
Right.
You think you have control of that? Nope.
I want to know the percentage of like small businesses that.
It is a lot, bro.
I was probably over 30%.
It's a lot, bro. Because I know from just being where I'm at that people don't understand, like especially the restaurant industry. People don't understand that it's a small profit margin, bro.
Yeah.
It's very small. It's like check to check. It really, like, I know that for a fact. It's check to check. It's like, we're making this money, but we're making this money and paying our bills, paying our employees, and we're barely getting by.
Robbing Peter to pay Paul.
You can't, you cannot afford to miss a week, bro. You can't.
Let alone 3 months.
Let alone 3 months. And then not get no loan. Like, and that's why I felt bad because I don't want to really put my company's business out there, but we got that business loan.
Yeah.
And we didn't need it.
Yeah.
And like me and my boss, y'all know who I'm talking about, kind of, we don't joke about it, but he always feels bad, like, because we just applied for it and we got it.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't everybody applied for it, but everybody didn't get it.
Yeah.
And we feel bad because we knew there was other, like, not even just other not even other tropical smoothies, but other small businesses that didn't get it, and we got it and we didn't need it.
Yeah.
Like, we were fine. We're doing good. And I felt bad when I talked to her because it's like, bro, they probably applied for that loan, that SBN loan.
But the crazy thing is about that loan is for most people that loan was a lifeline. So when that loan ran out, if you didn't have a chance to really
figure it out,
that was you was on life support for real.
Yeah.
I mean, thankful enough for your guys' business that it was just kind of like, oh, this is kind of like cushion money. But for most people, they was on life support for 3 months.
But I'm so disgusted that our government did not step in. That is so crazy.
And Joe Rogan was just talking about it. Is now that we sit here and think about it, this happened in March, so that's 5 whole months now. Like, I know it's all fun and games, but we've got one check.
And that's not
like one
our government,
check, and you haven't got any. But I'm saying, like, they thought that $1,200 in 5 months of a pandemic that we've never seen.
That's piss poor management by our country. It really is.
And I keep seeing the side by sides. I don't know how true they are, and I never really cared enough to really look into it. But they show the other countries, like compared to what they were giving out on a month-to-month basis versus
like
ours.
Denmark and all that. Yeah,
and it was like
Canada.
like thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars.
Well, I saw another tweet. There was like. That 14 trillion, wasn't it 14 trillion?
Something like that,
Something crazy. They were saying that 14 trillion, that's weird how...
A lot of billionaires got off on that.
Well, but I'm saying it's weird that how when this happened that we could get that like that, which is good.
Right.
But Flint ain't had water.
Right.
In, 5 years?
It just shows you...
And the government told us, we don't got money, we don't got no...
It just shows you where the moral...
You get like that.
Well, and it's funny, when you were talking earlier, when you were just talking about how you said so-and-so felt bad for people that... got something that they feel like. I was talking to to this guy earlier. He was tinting my windows, right? And I was just thinking when I was sitting there, first of all, this dude is like, he does all the tinting for Clark County Police, or Springfield Police, Clark County Sheriff's Department. He tinted he did all the windows in the jail and stuff like that. Like, he's known as that guy.
Right.
He used to work for Z-Bar back in the day. He's the tent man for real. And he was like, so he does a lot of contract work. And I was just thinking, like, man, how important it is to have a to like be good with your hands and be able to do something.
Right.
He was like I tell people all the time, like
craftsman.
I tell people all the time how beneficial it is to, you know, be able to do something like that. He was like, this tent, he was like, when I tent, he was like, each car, like on a one-to-one basis, these pay for my monthly bills, but when I do contract jobs, those pay for vacations and stuff like that.
Right.
He was like, if I tell you how much the police, how much Springfield police pays me to retent all their cars, retent the jail cells.
Those are good gigs.
Bro, he does the recruiter's office over there off of North Line. He was like, and the only reason I brought this up is because you said that, but he was like, and every single time I do something for government or city officials, he was like, I'll charge the hell out of them. He was like, anytime that you can get in a chance to cut in on the government, the way that they be cutting in on us, he was like, you better believe.
Right.
He was like, I'm talking 8 bands.
Right.
8 bands an hour. Like, 8 bands a day.
Right.
Like, y'all are paying me.
Right.
And y'all know I'm the best. Y'all gonna hit me, like, y'all hit me up every single year for a reason. Y'all gonna pay me. And so when you said that, I'll be conflicted because I'll be like,
I feel you, but
I feel you, but y'all been getting over.
Right.
Y'all been getting over. That's why there's another company, I'm drawing a blank of who it is. It's a big $1 million corporation like an Amazon. I can't think of who it is, but it'll come to me in a minute. But anyways, this corporation, they were smart with the stimulus check money. They took their business and they subdivided it into a bunch of smaller businesses, and they ended up getting over like 25 million.
Yeah, I think I've seen.
I can't remember who it was. It's a big corporate. It's like an Amazon type.
Yeah,
I can't think of the name right now.
Owned it. I seen that. Where did you just see that?
Like a couple days ago.
Yep, I seen that.
Days ago.
I've seen that.
She
literally.
subdivided her, finessed it, and got like 25 mil. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if I'm y'all been getting over.
Man.
Like, I understand there's a lot of people that need this money, but I'm getting my ends right now. I'm cutting into that. And that's just where I be conflicted, because I'm always against socialism. So when you said earlier, when you were saying...
Wait, hold on. When you mean y'all been getting over, which side or...
Government has been getting over on us for years.
All right, so what are you conflicted about?
I'm saying I'm conflicted with myself because I'm always against socialism.
Oh.
But if y'all are giving out money, I need in.
Right.
I got it.
I need in. And I'm going to get in however I can legally. Now, people that have been about to be getting stroked for that 10 band stuff, that's different. But old girl that found out a way to subdivide her company out and get loans for each one of them subdivisions, finesse.
I'm just saying, you just hate to see it. You just hate to see something like that. Like, there's just no way. Like, bro, you just could not have told me that this shit would have happened a year ago. Like, if you would have like sat me down and explained it to me in grave detail.
In 6 months.
And then some businesses are going.
Businesses are done. Sports. Don't worry about sports.
Bro,
at least
this time last year, we were talking about the podcast. We were talking about doing the first episode of The Leftovers.
I know.
And we were talking about all this stuff. We had no idea
that the world was going to shut down.
In 365 days from then, the world's going to be shut down. Hey, I understand y'all got all this stuff going on, but...
It's like, bro, this has been the biggest blunder and fumble of a presidency, like, as far as, because every presidency, there's a big thing that president's known for. Obamagate. Like, there's always something, Bush with Katrina, you know what I'm saying? There's always something that's attached to a president. This is Donald Trump's. And
Donald Trump has mad.
He has mad. No, he has mad, but this is it. Like, coronavirus is it.
Well, I mean...
Because he had the chance to be the man.
I think the wall still might be Donald.
Huh?
But people done for real forgot about it. Like, it came and went.
The what?
The wall. Building the wall.
No, that's over.
That came.
No, that's over. No, that's going to be all That's all going to be classified under racism.
Yeah, and that came and went because he said
it ain't going to be like Donald Trump in the wall. Right. It's going to be Donald Trump like coronavirus.
Right. Well, it never got like it's not going to finish getting built. So that's the thing. And he said, well, we're not going to pay for it. Mexico's going to pay. And they're like, no, we're not.
Yeah, that's what Donald Trump was known. That's what Donald Trump was known for. Like, that's what his gig was into getting into office. I'm talking about, there's something that happens during your presidency that you're responsible for. Obama was all in trouble for that Hillary email shit and when they sent those troops out to that.
Well, no, Obama's was the name thing.
The
birth certificate.
Yeah.
That was Obama's.
Yeah. Remember they kept Donald in there?
They didn't know. Everybody kept saying, well, he's not really a resident of the U.S. and da-da-da-da.
Yeah, but...
And his name's Barack. That's Islam or whatever.
But that's what the other side attaches to the. I'm talking about something like a catastrophic thing always happens during the presidency that you were in charge of. Like Obama couldn't do nothing about the the name thing.
Yeah,
that has nothing. That's something that people attach to him. Like that's drama that always happens.
Right.
I'm talking about something that the country is looking at you as like you're the president. You fix us. Katrina, like Bush, that's on you. You fucked up. Obama and the troops that got sent over and got killed with Hillary and all that shit, that was on Obama.
Yeah.
And then Trump with this shit, Corona, like my point is they have mishandled this. Yeah. And I know that's easier.
Trump literally said to his 50 governors, you deal with it. You deal with it.
And not only that, like the portion that he's supposed to deal with, like, where's our checks? Like you said, it's not even a joke. Right. It's really not even a joke because we're not affected. I personally was fine through this whole coronavirus thing, but sometimes I sit and think to myself, no, there are people that are still like out of a job right now. Yeah. And just because everything's like fine for me and I'm going putt-putting every Sunday, no. The country's still fucked up right now.
Right.
And people still need these checks.
Facts.
Where are these checks at?
Facts.
And how are these billion-dollar companies getting more money?
Yeah. Well, speaking of that, speaking of presidents and more money, did y'all see Kanye?
Yeah, but they already bucked him off.
Which
you
one?
see that? The 6 states already said, well, he can't run here, so it don't matter. Yeah. It's like Texas.
Well, I heard that Kanye got a super big loan during all this. Like,
he did.
Crazy.
But like 2 days ago, literally like 6 states said he's not eligible to be.
And then, we ain't had a podcast in fucking a week and a half, so Kanye's running for president all of a sudden.
Right. But it's not.
First off, one day we had on the fucking notes, new music from Kanye.
First of all, Texas is one of the biggest.
2 days later, president.
He's crazy.
Texas is one of the biggest states that you need. He can't run.
They said what?
They said he's not eligible to run.
Why is that?
Something within their bylaws, something within the way that they're, like and we can actually, this is something I wanted to talk about. As far as that, did y'all see what the Supreme Court just ruled?
On what?
Like every state now has to.
Oh, they count as the popular vote.
Has to back their popular vote.
Yeah, it's no more like electoral.
Right.
It's no more like.
So before
how it should have been the whole entire time.
Well, but
I don't know how this.
Well, it's only
works.
so each state has 2 senators, right?
Mm-hmm.
Minimum.
Right.
And then a gifted amount of votes that state has that state has that counts for the total vote, right? I think the smallest is like 3, because every state has to have 2 senators and then 1 representative, which is like Wyoming or something small. Yeah. And then the biggest is, I believe, Texas or Florida with like 55 or something like that. Yeah. So in the past, and it's never been an issue before because it's never happened in a state big enough to dictate an election, but there were some states. It was never written in Constitution law that that all 50 states had to abide by whatever the popular vote was. So in theory, Ohio's votes could have shown Democrat, but the electoral college of that state could have said nah.
Right.
Like we don't care what y'all voted.
Right.
But Ohio isn't one of them states.
Yeah,
there's only like 13 states that was like
yeah.
that. I don't know what all 13 are. But the Supreme Court just ruled like, now, y'all, whatever y'all state votes, that's what y'all have to vote as. Right. But that's, so to people's point before, that's what people would say, and it's kind of ignorant a little bit in that regard when they would say, well, our vote don't really count anyway because they're going to vote whatever they want to vote at the end of the day. But now,
you can't really
I understand that surface level conversation is done.
Right.
Now we can peel back a little bit later. But
now, does this ruling go into effect immediately?
Immediately, Supreme Court ruled it. So when the Supreme Court rules something, that is what it is. There ain't no talk about it. There ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Before,
they're trying to get him
states could have it written in their state law that you can do what you want.
They're trying to get
and that's what it was.
They are.
They're trying to get him about.
I do not know how.
That's why I said I used to believe Trump was going to win again. And I honestly don't know if Biden's going to be
Kanye West is going to be
better idea, but
this is crazy.
Well, the thing was
I remember
Kanye was running to take black votes from
I know.
Biden.
Well, let me pull it up. Let me see.
Yeah, but I know.
States were.
I don't know if y'all were if y'all can put yourself, because I'm sure you weren't paying attention back in 2015
about on what.
Listen to the kids, bro.
I can remember the feeling I had in 2015 when we found out Trump was running.
Yeah, I do.
Do you remember that?
I
film?
watched all them things.
No, that was in 2016 though. Or no, not 2015. I mean 2014. Before like when we first got, I remember being at Eric's house when we first found out Trump was running. And like, remember everybody saying this is a joke. Like,
yeah,
this
I definitely remember
joke.
that. I definitely.
I can put myself.
I definitely remember that.
But the same applies with Kanye. Like the same feeling.
That's
I get the same feeling.
The exact same thing I said.
Feeling
I said it wouldn't surprise me at all.
I know it wouldn't surprise me no more. But then I'm like, this is a joke. Like, there's no way he's joking.
Yeah. At the first, when Donald Trump said he was running, everybody thought it was a clown.
Listen to the kids,
And
bro.
then everybody thought it was a joke the whole entire time.
And then it kept
even
getting
everybody
more.
thought it was a joke until even up to like the day of.
Even what's her name, Melania, she cried. She was like, "Oh my God, this is real.
This is real."
He's really about to be the
So
president."
now, it went from last week to Kanye's getting new music.
But if this is true, bro,
to a couple days later, he's running for president. Did you see what came out today?
Yeah, he's in a bipolar.
And Stanley super worried for him and stuff. It's like, what is going?
He's
I'm
about to
thinking
drop
of
an
album. He's
attention
dropping an
grabbing.
album.
his rollouts I hate because they're so dramatic. They're so
attention.
It's like y'all weren't worried last week,
Yeah.
man, or the weeks prior. How y'all just in the news all of a sudden? Y'all been quiet for 2 years.
Yeah, he's annoying, man.
He's like, nigga, just give us that whack ass album
Right, and go.
and
back
go.
to the way. Right.
You don't gotta come in and ruin the president. Like, you don't gotta come in and ruin
Here it
shit.
is. Kanye West has already been ruled out to run as president in New York, Texas, and 4 other states. So I mean, Texas alone. I mean,
You can't win a president. You're out 6 states. That's impossible.
in New York, I believe New York's not a swing state, but Texas is one of them that you. Oh, here they go: North Carolina, New York, Indiana, Texas, and New Mexico, and Maine. I mean, Maine ain't really, but.
Oh, the deadline already passed for independent candidates. Why? So that sucks. Easy.
Yeah,
Enjoy,
I mean,
enjoy your contract with Gap.
right. But he could still run in those states. He just won't get the
Independent vote. He can't run as an independent.
So he
can pick Democrat or Republican, but that goes against what he wants to do.
Exactly.
Right. His whole plan was run independent, but
correct.
you can't. It's almost, and you can't say for sure but it's almost been proven that you cannot win a president election as anything but a Democrat or Republican.
Yeah.
It's almost like.
Has anybody won it before?
No, it doesn't happen. Like, it's literally like. Yeah, that's why Bernie
went to a fucking Democrat because he had no. Like,
you have no choice. Like, you can't win.
I think there was a one time, not that somebody won, but they ended up winning, but they weren't really an independent. I can't remember what it was. I've talked to who did I talk to about it? I think there was one time in the history, not that an independent won, but they try to act like they were independent and they really weren't. They were like a Democrat though.
Them parties are gonna say no, pick a side.
Right.
So somebody has to get paid.
Like, nigga,
hey, we ain't doing this grade, right?
Like, what are you talking about?
Right, we're not doing this grade, middle thing.
Hurry up, I got dinner at 8 with the family. Like, what are you talking about?
Right, because I need to find out which side of the fence I'm on to. Right. So, but yeah, I mean, the world is an interesting place.
It's an MTV show, and I don't see any cameras. Like, where are they at?
Right, Adam Sandler was supposed to jump out 2 months ago.
Where's Ashton Kutcher talking about?
Say psych. right. Bring up case closed. Bring in the dancing lobsters.
I would love that.
If what?
If he said like joke prank, Kobe's alive.
Oh yeah, what? That'd be a good time. That'd be a good fucking time.
Yeah. So what y'all think of that song? Or did we already talk about that song?
Nah, we haven't, but I don't like it.
Whose song?
Kanye West.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about it, but
I don't like it.
Am I getting duped again?
Probably.
You liked it?
I mean, I didn't like the song. The song's okay. I mean, the song is me, but I'm looking forward to his album.
Yeah,
no, I always am.
I'm not buying it.
I always am. It's Kanye.
That's what I'm.
That's the thing. That's why in that false prophets line where he was saying like, y'all know he's crazy, but y'all can't help yourself but to just look forward to each release date because it's Kanye.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about that. Like, I'll listen maybe. I won't listen the first day. That's for damn.
No, I'm gonna listen.
I hate when your consumerism, like, your blackout is like to not listen the first day. Ooh.
No, I probably won't listen the first week because last time I listened to the first week.
Ooh, that's some stand you're taking.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know. The first day numbers really count that much.
First week.
Right,
yeah, but
you're gonna listen within the first week.
Yeah, you're gonna listen.
You're just not listening the first day.
And even if you don't.
Probably not for real.
I really don't know why people care so much about the first week either. I mean, it's like I don't.
That's all they care about. They care about the first week, and after that, who cares?
Yeah, they're crazy.
Yeah. Who
I
fucking
don't even
knows?
know why that.
What did he change the name to? He changed the name again, right?
No, it's God's Country.
Oh,
This is God's Country.
Oh,
Like,
that's the album?
keep that shit. You're right. I don't want that. Like, keep that for real, bro. You're gonna be talking about God and all that.
It really makes me sad, bro, that Kanye's never gonna be Kanye again.
I don't want it. I
Like-
don't want it.
It don't make me sad just because I wasn't a Kanye fan when he was doing that. So it's just like what
I
it is.
guess.
Well, schools are right around the corner. What would y'all do if y'all were parents?
Schools are right around the corner.
I don't know, but I hate when schools shut, why are schools never on the creative side? I'm asking a question, I'm posing a question I feel like I know the answer to. But
What
schools,
do you want us to answer before you
schools
answer?
always shut down creativity.
Can we answer before you? No, you answer before we answer.
Well, I mean, I
Well, how are they shutting down creative?
so I know there's a girl that is our age. She's a teacher, and she put a quick question. Oh my God, she put a question on
Does she
Facebook.
look good?
I don't know. I don't think so.
He said, I
Allegedly.
don't know. I love
Allegedly.
But
He said, I don't know.
she put on there. She said, "Question: would you have a problem if do you guys feel like if you sent your kids to school, would them decorating masks pose as a distraction to the other children's learning, or would you be okay with it? Because apparently, where this girl teaches school at, the school issued a hey, the kids have to wear masks, whatever." We just want to make it clear that no decorating the masks. We don't want it to cause a distraction to anybody's learning.
Mm-hmm.
Something I'm paraphrasing or something. But why are schools always on? Schools always shut down creativity.
Yeah.
Like a mask,
Right.
it's a mask.
And just before all this pandemic
like they have to wear a
if
mask.
someone came with a mask that said you can't wear that because it would have been disruption to the class.
Right.
Like, it's always a disruption to the class. No, it ain't.
No, it's not.
No one's worried about his
So what?
Jimmy's mask.
So that's my question. So what is the real problem? Because they always err on the side of that. No, and Shawnee, you couldn't wear. I mean, Springfield's a little different, but you couldn't color your hair because it would be a distraction to other.
Well, I mean, schools they're built to be like kind of how the military.
It's a boot camp.
It's kind of, yeah, I was about to say it's a like the whole system. How when we was arguing about college at one time, that's what school is. It's like it's a.
So what would be the happy line for y'all though?
Let
With the
them
creativity part.
let them create. Let them be creative.
asking?
It's a mask. Let them wear their mask.
I got you there.
And actually, hold on. This is my problem. They already have to wear a mask.
Yeah.
Like, can I create?
Right.
Can I swag my mask up a little bit?
I mean, the whole aspect of school. School needs revamped. That's what.
Right. But I'm talking about as far as if you were running a school. Well,
If I was running a school,
I was about to tell a joke, and I'm going to seem like the wrong guy in this. I was going to say, well, if they want to be creative, they can go creative art school, but whatever.
I mean, that's true.
Well,
but
first off, no, everybody can.
They can't.
Most people can.
But I'm saying, like, as a school,
No, I think school.
where is the line drawn? Like, because if you let it be a free for all, you're gonna get people naked there.
No.
But I'm asking you, as
right.
your opinion, where would you draw?
There has to be rules. There's like you can't be a lawless society.
You're just saying why that though?
Why that and other things? Like, what's the problem?
Okay.
What is the real beef? Because it just seems like they are always masking creativity in any
Okay,
way.
can I play devil's advocate?
face or
And I'm
form,
not
yeah.
saying I agree or I don't, because I more so agree with your side, but I want to play devil's advocate, right? So, if you, for instance, if you say, like, what's wrong with the hair or the color of the hair, but they let people have colored hair or something like that and crazy hair, but then they're also banning people from wearing inappropriate clothes, then students or students' parents can make the case that that's discrimination because one's being accepted and one's not, and you can make the case that one has to do with sexual orientation and the other doesn't. So
right.
that
So
falls under
but this is what you have to do, because what you're doing is you're taking the two things and you're classing them because that's what they've done. The only reason why colored hair is looked at as a distraction is because they've been lumped into that. If it was just a thing, what you're doing is you're saying, well, that falls under the dress code rule, right? You can't color your hair because of the dress code. Now that's fine. That's what I understand. That's the way you have it written up in there. But now I'm going to single out that thing, and I'm going to say why. Why does colored hair follow under dress code? And now why are you lumping that? Not you, but I'm saying asking the school. Now why are you lumping that into girls wearing short shorts or short skirts.
I think the whole like clothes and the hair thing, like that's a good point, but I think that's like the low tier of what I think of schools not being creative.
It is.
Like
No, that's a different conversation.
Yeah.
That we could definitely have. No,
he was
that's a
asking
different
that
conversation.
about the whole
I
schools
thought we
of
were
creativity.
talking. Yeah.
I kind of was getting to the point where like it's like you were saying it's a boot camp, but they don't. What school teach you?
What did it teach me?
School not as in like the interaction, like because people I learned how to be, you learn people, but what did school, any class teach you?
Yeah, you learn social skills more than anything.
And that's all you learn. I didn't learn anything. They don't want you to learn anything. Back to trades.
Yeah,
that's what's important in this world. If people know a trade, Tint Man, he could not be a smart guy, but he got money because he knows how to tint windows.
Right.
Because he knows a trade. That's back in the beginning of time. People had their trades, and that's how they made their money and survived.
Yep.
What I think school should be is everybody should have to learn basic. Everybody needs basic math, writing. Everybody should go to a school until they're maybe 4th or 5th, even 6th grade. But after that, you should have no middle school, no high school. It should be you can go to a trade school or like a.
It should be creative learning.
It should be creative learning.
Creative
right?
learning.
I want to learn. Like, I'm 13 years old. I know. Maybe I don't know how to do, but I'm about to try this, and then I'll find out I don't want to fuck with like.
Right.
Instead of getting 18, 19 years old and then finally experimenting, and then that's when life's hitting. You got bills, you're crushed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people they go to school they went to 4 years of college, get a degree, and ain't doing shit with it because they didn't want to do nothing.
Or you went through K through 12
and didn't,
and you learned history, you learned a little bit of math,
history,
but when you really fake history, you really should have probably. And I agree kind of with what you're saying from like K. I know what you're saying. You're saying a young age.
Everybody needs basic writing skill. Everybody needs the basics. It's just like we don't need no high school classes at all. We don't need culinary arts.
At that point,
unless you want to, if you want to be a cook or something, you need to go to culinary arts and study culinary
all the way
arts.
up until like 5th grade. I feel like 6th grade should start like some type of trade route.
Exactly.
And trade could be. I'm using trade for lack of better terms because I don't know it. But I'm saying. Whether it might be entrepreneurship or it might be like y'all are going to start going to selective.
Yeah.
And you're not singled out to one. This year you want to go test out culinary school. Right. This year you want to go test out being a lawyer. This year you want to go test out mechanic school. But being able to go out and find your niche as opposed to getting all the way to senior year, senior year.
It's kind of like CTC, but CTC don't start till your 11th grade.
No. That's my point. I'm
saying, so if you start when you're in 6th grade and you did that and everything, you could damn near, you could have your dentist.
K through 5, cool. Teach me all the social studies.
You might not have to be a doctor and go to 8, 10 years of doctor school and not be a doctor till you're 32 years old. You might be able to get out and be a 25-year-old doctor and have all schooling done. And they're literally wasting years because in school it's literally the same thing year after year. Same subjects.
I don't need you to keep layering the French Revolution.
Y'all really taught me all that shit.
Anything that we needed to know
about
1 year.
Could have taught me that.
Right. I need that fake history. Yeah. Like I said, you need basic math, you need basic you need the basic science. You don't need me potential energies. That you need to know them type things.
Right. Freshman year, you don't need to keep layering on the French Revolution and then the Indian Revolt.
Right, because we don't remember the fine details.
But so that is my point. What is the point?
If you like American history, you can study American history.
You can study that. Right. You can go and do that.
The thing is, there's so many people who opt out of school.
Right. We know what the point is.
I know what the point is, and that's why. And that's and to our point, my grandpa used to always say something to me, and he would say, "Well, that just makes too much sense."
That makes too much sense.
That makes too much sense. Why would they want to teach you that?
Well, grandson, that makes too much sense.
Exactly. He would say that all the time. That makes too much sense. Right. Why would they fuel the young and teach them how to go and succeed on their own, or teach them how to go make money on their own when I'm talking about we as the government, want to keep y'all suppressed so we can keep making money.
Correct.
We want to keep y'all in a democratic society, if that's what you want to call it. We want to keep y'all in this cookie cutter branch off mentality, or not branch off mentality, and let the few of you guys slip through.
Work your 9 to 5, retire at 60.
Which is there's nothing wrong with that.
I think there is, but to the people who did it, I'm not disrespecting.
But to the people that even want to do that, that should be an option for you at a young age.
For sure, because some people want to do that. Now, real quick, I don't know if we've talked about this. What would y'all do if you had a kid next year, and your kid was in her 5 years old? What are we 20? When you're 20 years old, and your kid was entering school, how do y'all feel about putting your kids in the school systems?
Wait, so you mean?
Would y'all?
Okay, so if I had a kid next year, and then you mean when he's 5 and ready to go?
Right, when he's ready to school. So you know.
Are you asking me what are my plans?
Right.
I have no idea. I mean, I have an idea, but I can't say so because I'm not.
In that situation.
It's not just solely my choice.
We're in a state right now where
True.
you can't really penalize anybody for anything. Everybody is trying to figure stuff out. Like it's a new it's almost like a new playing field. It's like
homeschool your kid?
Maybe. I don't know. You know what I mean? Maybe I don't have the time. Maybe to Stephan's credit, I just landed a job. I ain't had a job for 3 months. I gotta get picked back up on the bills. I don't have time to homeschool you right now. I'm sorry.
I don't think that. Well, let me say this: if a scenario like that didn't happen, because like you said, you're a man, you gotta take care of your family.
Yeah.
Like if worst comes to worst. But I'm saying if I could, 100%.
For sure. If everything.
I personally don't know. Like obviously it'd be like me and my children's mother's decision.
And that's a big.
But there's some decisions, and I know it sounds crazy, but there's some decisions that as a father or just as a man, like it's just like you like.
Right, but I'm saying you could be how the state. I'm sorry. How unfortunately how our society works is a lot of times men are adamant about things and certain things like that, and again it goes back to what we asked before: is do you and your partner have to have the same beliefs? Because
and I think,
that could be where
correct.
that could be the camp. That could be it.
Right.
That could be like your girl could be like, we're not doing this.
I truly believe this time period
that would
is
be a
separating
thing
a lot of people.
We're not together.
And like but that like stuff like that hits me hard just because you know how I was raised. And like I mean I was raised good and everything, but I was raised naive. And I do not want my kid to be naive by no means, and I won't. And you know what I'm saying? I just won't. And I mean, if we're being real, my kid will probably be black. I'll probably have not white skin. So he'll have to be taught things just
subtly.
And I don't want like. First off, our school system.
He has to be taught things.
I don't want him to waste time.
Yeah.
Like how with Holden, that's my little brother. But they're just things you go through in life, and you try to give him advice, and it's just like I'm just helping you skip this step. I done went through this, it didn't work out. Don't do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So for your son, it's like I done went through school. It didn't really do nothing for me.
Right.
As in learning, because I mean, don't get me wrong, you can still get social. You can play sport. There's mad other ways you can become socially acceptable and learn social skills and shit like that. So I don't think it's that's one of the things for me. Like that's not.
Well, staying here on his. What you about to say?
I was gonna say then that's something that you better hope and pray that you have a planned child. Because if you in a crazy scenario to where you had a child with somebody you necessarily didn't mean to have a child with, then that's definitely gonna go the totally opposite way. Because the girl's gonna be like, that's not happening.
Well, to Hunter's point, when he's
and you're on child support,
and that's how quick it be happening. Listen, I'm so thankful. Like for like all jokes aside, like I'm not condemning anybody who has kids. Some of my best friends have kids and shit, right? But I'm really thankful I do not have kids. I really am, because especially with like a baby mom like that or something like that, because I'm a type person. How like if I'm arguing with say I had a baby mom out there who I didn't like whatever, how a lot of people our age do. If I'm arguing with her, if I'm arguing with someone, I'm usually the type of like fuck it, don't care, whatever. Mm-hmm. But it's like you can't do that to your son,
right?
Like you have to get through that. And, I mean, you don't have to because there's mad people out here who don't. But me being me,
no, you have to. There's people that don't, but you have to. I know what you're saying. Yeah.
So I'm saying. That's the saltiest part, because like I hate, like I can understand why baby dads hate their baby mom.
I have resentment
and the other way around, vice versa.
Yeah.
To deadbeats who their dad don't do nothing, their mom's always like, I hate you. Like I really I can really understand that. But I'm very thankful for not having no kids, none of that at this time of my life.
Well, when you said earlier, when you were talking about homeschooling, and you said, well, you were taking it under the notion that everything's taken care of good, and you have the opportunity, you have the choice to homeschool your kid. I would, always. And I just truly believe. I was listening to this this podcast, and this dude was just he's a billionaire, and he was just saying like I often get calls from my kid's school talking about where is so and so at? He's been out of school for 2 weeks, and he was like, well, that's because my son said he wanted to learn about Spanish culture, so we went to
Swag.
Brazil.
Right. That's real. That's
Like
real
I submerged
learning.
him. Like we've been here for a month.
Right.
I submerged him in the culture.
Right, exactly.
He actually can come back and he can speak. Senor Sandoval, whatever your name is.
And my cousin,
right? So y'all can skip that curriculum. He got that down.
Right. He knows about and so I just always thought that was dope. Like, no, I'm because my son told me he was interested in Spanish and the culture, so we went to Brazil.
Yeah.
We went to Spain. Like, he actually learned. He knows the culture now.
Another thing is, on the same topic, is that parents still, unfortunately, now that the structure of the home is broken, and this, in my opinion, this has all been
biblical.
No, not biblical, but set up, constructed this way. But they have destroyed the structure of how a home is supposed to be. So now you have the male figure and the female figure in the house playing all types of roles because they have to, that the kids are only learning at school.
Yeah.
And that's the only time that they're learning. And it's not supposed to be one or the other. It's supposed to be a mixture of both. And at this point, a lot of parents don't have the energy, the time, the resources to even still teach their children outside of school. Mm-hmm. We just talked about it in the last segment about a lot of adults and parents are waiting on school to come back around because they need school. They actually use school to catapult their work.
For sure.
So school is like watching their kids for them.
Right. I think a lot of parents have realized that school is more of daycare than it is a learning center.
Yeah. But they know that internally. No one's really.
But it's really when you have to come home every day and your kid is bad, like maybe not even bad, but your kid is a kid.
Yeah. Like and you don't know how to deal with them.
Right.
I'm saying that's a self-realization, but that's not an outward realization that people are willing to admit because it's embarrassing, and you know that as a parent you're not necessarily doing your job.
It's embarrassing if you take it personal, but if you understand like what we're talking about as far as the education system don't do nothing, it's not embarrassing. If people can take that burden off of them and say, "Oh, my kid ain't really been learning nothing. I've been sending them to daycare for 5 years."
Right, but it's embarrassing because
people don't know.
No, it's embarrassing because the buck stops at you as a parent.
Right.
That's why it's embarrassing. I'm talking about as a parent, you would feel embarrassed because you can't place the blame on the day. Right. Yes, the daycare did, but you put the kid in the daycare. Yeah. The buck always stops at you as a parent. Whatever your kid does, the buck stops at you.
Right.
I was talking with my aunt though.
You're the one supposed to know better as the parent, not your kid.
And she was just saying she's grown into the realization of a parent because she has 3 different kids. Well, 4, whatever.
What do you mean different kids?
I'm sorry. She has 4 different children, different ages.
Oh, okay. Different age groups.
Yeah. But she was just talking about how like each one of them are different in their own way. Yeah. Like one of them is whatever. One of them's a little bit more needs a little bit more attention than the other. Others. And she was just saying like it used to drive her crazy. She's I don't want to give her age, but she's like the other 2 didn't cause as much problems as this one did. And she would just take it personal. She would come home and just be like pray, like, God, like, why is it like, why can't you don't want to say it as a parent, but why can't you just be more like them?
Right.
Like, why are you giving me such a headache? And she said she had to learn to understand that parenting, you can only do so much as a parent. Like, I can instill these things into you, and I can teach you how, and you can have the best example. Like, I hope I'm not giving away too much information, but Children's Services came in one time, and I got mad aunts, so whatever. Children's Services came in one time, and they sat down with my little cousin and was like, do you not understand how good you have it?
Right.
Like, why are you why are you lashing out like this? And my aunt said she was just like, the day that she understood, like, it's not, this kid, I do not own this child. Like, this child isn't mine.
Like, the spawn of Satan?
No, but she, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, as much as you think that baby is yours, she was just understanding, like, I just have you for this allotted amount of time, and I can do with you what I can do with you until you hit whatever age, and I just pray for the best. Right. I pray like for real. Like that's gotta be scary as a parent. Like you have this thing with you for 18 years.
That would probably be my biggest thing. I'd probably be too controlling over my kid.
And the only reason why she brought that up is because she said now she has a little bit more peace because she understands now. She's like, I've done the best that I can do.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, you could. I mean, if you just look at nature, you know, a lioness, they do what they do with their cubs and stuff like that, and then they let them. They just do, like all animals kind of do, like the basic proper need survival training to their cubs.
Right.
They don't worry themselves. Like they don't.
If you want to get rolled off and get eaten by a pack of monkeys,
that's how it is. That's how it is. Like in nature, they just like they teach you the proper tools of how to grow. Like what line? Okay, this is what we do as lions, motherfucker. Like and this is what we do. But they don't get
be doing some gazelle shit.
Right. But they don't get all wrapped up like a lioness. Don't get all wrapped up like humans do with their kid, and feeling all responsible and shit like that. Although you are. But no, your aunt's right. You know, there's only so much you could really do.
But but that realization's got to be.
That realization's sick.
Sick.
It's sick.
It's a fear for me not to like my kid. Cause like what he was just saying is a fact. Like your kid, like I could. My image of my kid right now is swag little Hunt.
Right.
But it's like he could come out and be the total opposite.
And she was saying like,
type guy.
You don't have favorites.
But I'd be like, why are you painting your nails, dude?
Right.
But I'm saying, can you imagine me with like someone who makes me sick like that? And as my son, I'd be hurt as fuck. I'd be like, come on, dude.
And
for real.
The thing that really hit me about that conversation, we talked for a long time, but when she said you have to realize like I don't own you, it was just like I couldn't.
Yeah.
Imagine a mom saying that. I don't own this thing. Like that came out of me. I've cultivated you for umpteenth amount of years.
See, my thing is, yeah, I do.
But it's like.
But when you think about it, you really don't.
I know you.
Like
don't
you really don't. Yeah. And there's somebody else that got a little bit more say.
Yeah, people are going to do with their lives what they want to do, and that's just the buck stops right there. No matter what, anything, people are going to do what they want to do.
Yep, because we all got free will.
Yeah, but if I ever, Lil Shane, I ever see you come in. If I ever walk in the bathroom with you and you're brushing your teeth with warm water,
man,
understand that.
Man,
understand. We're going to check you into a mental health clinic. And see what's going on. I'm gonna ask, bro. Getting asked if a mental health doctor said, "So is everything at home good?"
Right.
That's a crushing blow as a parent.
Right.
As a parent.
Especially when everything at home isn't good.
Matter of fact, Lil Shane, why don't you step out real quick?
Right.
So what do you mean? Is everything good at home? You trying to be funny? Just because he's acting out, but that's what Stephan's talking about. People put so much of their self-image into their kid and how their kid is acting that when people's kids act out in public, it really low-key like, it's so much because you see your kid, and this is what my aunt said too, you see your kid so much as a reflection of you.
Right.
That it's like, how could you?
Right, you're embarrassing.
That's why that look when my mom used to give me in the store, like,
right.
Because that was real.
All right, because you embarrassed me.
No, like, I understand, like, when parents before they go in the store, it's like, hey, don't touch that, we're about to go in here real quick, and then you get in line with acting a fool. I'd be like, yep. Cause that's what I do to Moses when he comes. I'd be like, yep.
You just give him that, and that's why that look as a kid cuts so deep.
What? Yeah.
It cuts so deep because it hits you, and you're like, I don't want to have fun. Like you can't eat no more. I don't even want this candy bar. That is crying about. No. I don't want it.
Put it up there, Shane. And then I think
you know really.
Put it up there, Shane.
Nah, you know because my mama hit me with this, and this was the crushing. Now you want the candy bar, right?
Right, you're right.
Get the candy bar.
No.
He wants 2 of them, actually. It's like...
He wants the whole rack.
When I get home...
Now you got your apple, you eating the kitty cat, I'm crying and shit like... Man, that is a bug.
Yeah, right, because that's when you come home and... What do you say? Come home to the faint smell of spaghetti.
Man.
Hey, real quick, I want everybody to watch our podcast.
Smell of spaghetti.
To, on this part, comment under our YouTube video. Have you ever got whooped in middle school or elementary school, woke up from a nap, and smelled the faint smell of spaghetti cooking?
The post is even funnier because it was a picture of the little thing that you flick on the wall.
Oh, right, the little doorknob.
Have you ever got whipped and been flicking this thing to the faint smell of spaghetti?
Yeah, those like, little things right there.
Yeah, you know what I did one time?
It's like, what?
And I was like in like 5th grade, so I was like,
you're not too fucking big for
my mom. That's true. My mom, man, I forget what my mom did. My mom got me a book, like a book I was wanting. And
I don't know why you wanted a book in 5th grade.
English teacher.
I read.
Type deal.
Right, but she got me a book. It was like one of them like books you like write in type thing. But in 5th grade, that was my shit. She did something made me mad, so I get on there and I just went to every page and scribbled it out. I hate you, Mom. I'm such a white boy. Like, goddamn. Like, why would I be doing that?
Why would you ruin
And then, like,
book?
10 years, all right, then I was like in 10th grade, I was going to my bookshelf, I saw the book, and I'm like, I'm so fucking pathetic.
I can't read. I can't even read Sam
That's
Miami
why
no
it's so fucking.
I can't even read Green Eggs and Ham no more.
That's like literally going through your every time I look at my memories, it's literally. You know what? Matter of fact, let's do that. Let's do it right now.
Yeah, let's
No.
go through our memories.
No, because I did that the other day and got somebody canceled.
Okay, well, let's see what.
He said no.
Bro.
No, Stephan, this is the type shit I be talking about. So, July 9th, 2012. 8 years ago. How are we 8 years ago? I'm 23.
Or we 14.
I was 15 years
2012, I
old.
would have been
15 years
a
old.
junior in high school.
Texting the girl you like and put the little Jones. Megan Good. Woo. Enough said. Carrie Hilson or Rihanna, 2011. Like, what do I be talking about? But them ain't the ones. I had some memories like from yesterday or 2 days ago where it was like, that moment when you got to get over a girl.
He's
Never
like, what
even
were you
dated.
talking about?
But I don't even, bro. I be seeing stats all the time. I be really thinking like I was heartbroken at the time, but I honestly
Can't
word of
remember
mouth,
the girl.
I don't know who I was
Yeah.
even talking about.
But you were crushed.
I was crushed, and I would be thinking like, who was I talking about? I don't even remember
I
nobody.
get mad when I look at my old, because it's like, dude, you did not have to post that Drake quote.
Bro, I'm literally the worst. I'm literally the worst.
There was one Drake quote there was this one quote I put one time. It was long, and at the end I put Drake. I said Drake never said that.
People used to do that.
Making up
People used to do that.
Drake never said that. I just put that on Drake.
Right.
Bro,
Someone should,
bro,
like,
if somebody ever did that to me, if I ever got
People's done that to Tupac, and I commented like,
Man.
he never said that.
Man, I saw J. Cole line the other day said something about a woman or dialing or some shit, and I was about to comment.
About crooked smile, like people.
Yeah, about crooked smile.
He
I was
never
thinking-
said that.
I
He
read it, and I was about to be like, J. Cole never said that.
He never said that.
He just never
He
said
just
that.
never
I know,
said
I've seen
that.
his interviews, I've seen his song. He didn't say that. But yeah, that is some funny shit. What else have we fucking got, man?
Well, I mean, there's big news that we haven't got to. Two.
Yeah, there's something else that
There's
happened.
three
too.
big news that we haven't got to.
Yeah, I know, but let's
Ghislaine Maxwell.
hold on. No, let's get you want to get to NFL. Get NFL real
No,
quick.
no.
'Cause there's like 3 or 4 topics we got hit.
No, because we.
Well, we didn't talk about. Did we talk about Cam?
We
No,
talked about
no,
Cam. Yeah,
no.
we did. We talked about Cam. We didn't talk about Redskins. Did you see what their name about to be?
I know y'all get tired of me doing this in the middle of the podcast, so if somebody ever wants to come up here and do this, it's
Man.
like, just hit us up.
Man, we need
But a
an
real
intern.
person, not a fake person.
So the Washington Warriors.
They changing their name to that?
Yep. Nike took all their stuff.
Warriors?
To sell. The Warriors. But it's not confirmed, but that's what it's going to be. Like
Why
they
wouldn't it
said.
just be the Indians? Or like,
Oh wow, my memories right now.
why wouldn't
Well,
it just be the
oh!
Indians?
You know what else happened in NFL? Mahomes.
Mahomes got the $500 million name.
Mahomes got fucking paid.
$500 million
And we
name.
thought Joe Rogan's money.
Uh,
Well, his is over 10 years. Joe Rogan's like 2 years. He's
Right.
like, get the
Right.
fuck real. I get
Right.
paid $100 million a year.
and I get out of my contract.
Right. And you ain't getting nothing out of me. But nah, real shit. Mahomes getting $450 or $500 million, whatever the fuck he got, is really insane. Like, that's insane, bro. 10-year contract. Shane, have you ever seen a 10-year contract in
It's
football?
12 years too.
Is it 12?
It's 10 years, but
2 extensions. Like,
2
is it-
extensions.
Bro, I
Have you
saw
ever
this
seen-
thing. It
Have you
said,
ever seen that real quick?
Nah, it's
Max
always
Verstappen,
6, 7.
6
yeah.
or 7.
Yeah.
10 years?
Hey, they said when shit when Mahomes gets done, he's gonna buy the Chiefs.
Man,
For real.
man, what the fuck? He probably signed that and was like,
But you know, once he gets to like that 5th year, quarterbacks is gonna be getting paid. That's why I hate that. Like, I mean, I don't hate it. But they bring in a lot of money.
Or how much is guaranteed?
probably
Bro,
at least half. Maybe.
A lot of that was guaranteed money.
Yeah, probably.
A lot
Like
of surprisingly,
300
a lot of that was guaranteed money, and he had a no trade
Well, that-
clause. He had no hook.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Shane.
He's going to be a billionaire.
Shane, what I'm saying is, or maybe the market won't be what it is.
That's true too.
Maybe there won't be a market.
That's true.
Give me my money right now.
Right.
I'm signing.
Right.
Where's the dotted line?
Right. Give me it.
Because the NFL looks like it's in shambles. So than all sports. For the
This don't
next few
look
years, it
good,
looks like it's
Well,
in
I
shambles.
don't know. Do you mean with the Corona?
Yes.
Okay. I was about to say, I don't know if you meant the business aspect.
No.
I was about
for
to say.
Corona.
But there's clauses in that. just how NBA players, they was only getting paid half their checks, and they start getting. I guarantee it's not that guarantee and that contract.
It's
is
like,
saying,
if
you
we
got to play
default
that
as a
season,
business.
Right, you're not getting nothing.
Right, because I don't know why you think we.
Right.
Like, why would you think that? Why would you think I'm about to go? Like, why would you think that?
What's funny is he probably don't even think that, but he shouldn't. If he
Like,
ever
okay,
did.
Mahomes, I don't care about what you're talking about, nigga.
You're not doing nothing for me right now. That's funny as fuck. So, and then the other thing for NFL was today they came out with an article saying that they're giving people the option to sit out if they want. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't think there's going to be a season. I really don't.
An option to sit out if they. Well, I think they're going to attempt the NFL season. Hell, it's already September down here.
Yeah, they're going to attempt it, but I don't think basketball's going. I think they'll play a couple games. Sound like
Rudy Gobert's going to do some dumb shit.
Somebody, like 2 or 3 people are going to get it, and the players, and it's going to be like, nah. Like, I don't think it's going to happen.
I'm excited to see. I mean, fuck it.
I don't think. It's happen.
God's like, good luck crowning a champion this year. I said no champion. Y'all keep trying all y'all fucking.
I said no champion. Like,
what the fuck are y'all doing?
That's funny. Bro, people trying to play God is hilarious.
I know.
It's like, y'all can't play me.
I was just thinking, bro, why was I thinking about that? Oh, that's what I wanted to add. I was talking to my friend, I'm like, bro, why are humans the only ones that, like, attempt suicide? Like, other animals get depressed. But, like, you don't see, like, dogs, like, running off cliffs. And then my friend was like, well, we really don't know what they're thinking. He was like, my dog jumped out my window.
Yeah, but that's them because they don't have a coping like they don't know what they're doing.
But do we know that? Maybe the dog was like, I'm fucking sick of this. Food tastes like shit. I'm out of here, and jumped out the window. But I was thinking when I was asking that question, what I start thinking about is I was like, God is probably like God probably like looked at the first people committing suicide and just like, no, motherfuckers, get them on there. I give y'all a rope, and, like, that's not what y'all supposed to do with it.
Right.
I give y'all ass, and y'all eat each other's. Like, what do y'all be doing with the shit I give y'all?
Give you some rope, and give you a little slack, you hang yourself.
He was probably like, when people start hanging themselves around the world, he was probably thinking, like, wow, like, that's not what I intended trees for. Like, he was probably literally thinking, like, wow, like, y'all are fucking idiots. It'd be like me watching a group of ants, like, find creative ways to start killing themselves, or like something that you created.
Right.
You'd be like, that's not what I put that there for.
Right.
Like, y'all are crazy. God probably really be looking down at us like, y'all are nuts. Nuts.
Yeah, being God would be stressful.
Hella. If you want it to be. Or he could just be chilling like, fuck it.
I'm God. But I don't think,
that's not how it works.
Right. I don't think he's chilling. I don't think, yeah.
Yeah, speaking of God, let me do a quick little shout out. Shout out to the minister. He did his July the 4th speech in the garden. It was beautiful. It was so fucking beautiful.
Wasn't looking a day over 50.
Oh, man. He was beautiful. The lighting was beautiful. The garden it was just beautiful. It was just so fucking beautiful. Is that why I cried? I did. And it was on July the 4th, which is actually, a lot of people don't know, which is actually the NOI's anniversary. So it was actually, I think, 91 years since, what is the word I'm looking for?
The NOI started?
Yeah.
Like when, like, what do you mean, like started as in?
Since Master Fraud came to Detroit. Yeah, that was 91 years ago. It's always July the 4th. So like they've always said, you know, it's not our, as a people, it's not our independence in America, but it's our independence.
Do people call him Lord Farquaad Muhammad?
Who?
Has anybody?
I think you're thinking of Lord Farquaad.
No, it's Master Fraud.
It's Master Farquaad Muhammad.
Master. He's just a master. Master Fraud.
Lord Farquaad.
Yep.
He came, God in person. A swag nigga.
Yeah.
Nigga.
Always a shout out to the Honorable Farrakhan.
Yeah, he was looking beautiful. But some of the stories, we don't gotta get into this, but like he man, sheesh. He was just talking about, well, he said that the speech was, he was given divine instructions to have the speech and to warn people. He said this is the last time. He said this is the last time, and he said coronavirus was sent from above. And he said they're going to keep trying to figure it out. Ain't no figuring out what, he said, hell, scientists can't figure out what sent above to destroy you. So it was a beautiful speech. He talked about how they try to kill him with the seeds in his thermal seeds that they put in them and try to kill them and stuff like that, and a whole bunch of crazy stuff. But yeah, shout out to Farrakhan, the minister.
Right.
Who was all there? Freddie Gibbs, Rick Ross,
My
2 Chainz. Yeah, it was all in attendance.
And just like shouting them out on Instagram and all that.
Yep.
They know what's up. Did you see Apple real quick? I want to talk about this a long time. You see what they came out with the article that said their next phone?
Oh, I saw that.
No charger. No.
Bro, I'm sorry.
Doesn't include earphones or
Apple
charger.
is so...
The fuck you mean you're selling me a phone with no charger?
Bro,
what
Apple-
the fuck does that mean? Like, for real.
Apple is so gangster.
They're the most. Like, they're literally...
They're so...
They're crazy. They took off charging points so you buy these. Like, they took... Like, it's crazy.
They took... Like,
They
the
took
last...
these off so
Why
you-
does the newer MacBook... Why do I have the newest MacBook? And the last MacBook has the thing that I needed to buy this for on the new MacBook.
Like, what? Like, I don't...
And then you sold this to me for $100.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
The phones, they took away the jacks and
I'm
then...
sorry. Can we rewind a little bit about a couple things? Because we talked a little bit about Kanye. I forgot that he... Did y'all see the article or like his interview? He had an interview. That's where all this information has come out.
Oh, yeah, and they had the bullet points.
Yeah, they had the bullet points. I listened to some of the interview. But he said that one of the things on there was that the vaccine is the mark of the beast.
Yeah, I saw him say
We
that.
talked about that before.
I saw him say
The
that.
minister was saying that too, that Bill Gates and them are trying to depopulate the world, don't take the vaccine. But I say all that to say, did y'all see that they started testing in Africa?
Oh, I did see that. They started testing
the
vaccine.
And then
in
they actually
Africa.
had a volunteer in Ohio. There's one volunteer in Ohio
Of course.
that is taking the vaccine. And like, I just want to ask, like, where do y'all stand? I know.
I'm not taking the vaccine.
I'm not taking the vaccine regardless. But do we like really think like they're on that?
Yes and no. Yes, because I think all vaccines from the beginning of time were on that.
But so I know what. That's what I'm saying. I
He
know
was
where
talking,
we stand.
Kanye was talking about chips.
No, he was saying what he was correlating it. Yes, because in biblical it's saying like you won't be able to buy or sell without the mark of the beast.
Right.
We've always assumed it was chips, but if it's say it makes sense that if it was a vaccine, you can't buy or sell, so that means you can't do any business or anything without having a vaccine. Because if you don't have a vaccine,
can't do nothing.
Right.
Why would they
Is
let
your
you
name
do
registered with the state?
right?
Okay, you're good. Bet. You can come in.
So that's what he was. That's what I'm saying. Like, but what if that like becomes mandatory? Because I'm hearing that they're saying like if this it's mandatory, you're gonna have to have a vaccine.
You know, this is kind of in that same like ballpark. I know you've seen like people come on Joe Rogan's podcast of like hunter gatherers.
Mm-hmm.
Call me a neck ass, bruh. But I'm telling you, like, I don't know if I could ever do it, but I feel like sometime in my life I'll do that for a month. I'll go live in I'll go camp for a month. I need to like just.
Well, you need to take somebody with you, but yeah.
Well, yeah, not by myself. I'm saying maybe a couple people, maybe like a village. I go to a village of 100 guys or something like that. I'm not just going in the wild by myself like that. That's some real ruthless shit. Yeah, but I'm saying I definitely want to do that. So me saying that, like, if the world got like that, like where you had to have this vaccine,
you're going to Tent City.
You can't leave your like all that.
You're headed to Tent City.
Tent City.
Something
They
might
shut
happen,
that down,
bro.
No, there's.
Oh, that's the homeless one.
Yeah,
homeless one's Tent City.
Yeah,
that's it.
But they shut Chop down.
No, I ain't going to
shut
Tent
what?
City.
Chop.
Shop.
Capitol Hill.
Okay.
I'm going to Texas where they.
There's a Tent City in LA that we seen, and then remember we watched it. Was it you or was it me? 7 and something. There's tent cities in like New Jersey. I guess it's like really big in New Jersey, like in the woods, like where they set up these tents in the woods because they're homeless. Yeah. It's like a wooded.
Yeah, but theirs is different. Theirs homeless because they're homeless. I told you.
Well, yeah.
There was a tent city in Springfield, Ohio that I seen with my own eyes. Word is bond. Well, I couldn't remember how I got there. One time I was driving home and I tried to hit a cut because the road was closed or something. So I got behind these back roads. It's by the welfare office, like back in that way, when that drive through and shit.
Serious?
I swear. Dude.
Where's the office?
The welfare office is by Lagunda.
But it's on Lagunda. So it was like street. So I turned off street off Lagunda, right? And I went back.
You know where Sherman Courts is?
Yeah.
Right up the street from Sherman.
Okay.
Yeah, right up the street from Sherman. So it was like back in that area. But I made it left. I'm going back, like I'm in a cut, but I was trying to get out. I'm trying to get out.
But are you sure something wasn't going on that day?
No, I'm not. I swear to God, I'm not lying. I pull up to the very end. It was the end of a road, the end of a street. And I'm like, fuck. I go to turn around. I pull in this thing. There was literally like probably 10 or 12 people with like tents and trees and like homeless people, like I got scared for it, cause I was talking like, oh shit, and like I was like, oh, what the fuck am I seeing right now? But I was literally crying. I remember snapping. I can't believe I ain't sent it to y'all.
I would fuck with Tent City.
But this was like that's what
I'm not fucking with
them.
City.
Are like I'm talking about like real hunter gatherers to where like
Right, it's a real village.
The ones in New Jersey that
they
we're
are hunter gatherers.
They've decided to do that.
Okay,
It's almost like.
Right.
We're not fucking with that.
Right.
Like they got the fun. They
Right.
were homeless at one point, but then they got in their means together and stuff like that.
Right.
And some of them are they just choose to go
Exactly. Like I'm saying, there's hunter gatherers who have cell phones. They don't use them for like all, but they have like they don't.
But did y'all see? Was it Joe that was saying it? Who was it? That L.A. because Tent City's been a big thing in L.A.
Yeah, it was in L.A. Or was it in L.A. or was it San Diego?
No, Tent City is in L.A. for sure. Like Tent City's in LA, it's like right outside.
I do remember Joe talking about it.
But they was just saying that it's downtown LA. They were saying that the government it's officially
made an official tent city.
It's an official tent city in LA where we seen it. It's official now, and they're like the government stepping in and like putting their hands all on their shit and like okay like you guys can live here and. They're like placing people places, like they're involved now, and they're making people wear masks.
They're sick,
and the people in the tents are like, "No, we're not doing."
I'm home, bro. What the fuck you talking about?
First off,
we don't listen to y'all. I'm over here. You ain't did nothing for me.
So it's crazy,
and that's
but it makes sense. It makes sense. Let me.
Yeah.
It makes because they have to do something with Tent City. I told y'all before that
you just told me
that they were killing them.
No, that they was fucking like moving them, and then like people was like just camping out in front of people's houses.
No, that wasn't me.
Someone just told me that so I already knew about they was moving Tent City and like they was going up to the richest houses.
It was on Joe Rogan. That's what I'm talking about. They moved like Tent City has expanded to San Francisco.
Yeah,
or like
and they're like
a suburb in San Francisco.
So there was like a whole bunch of homeless people in front of like.
He was talking about how it's going to ruin the housing market and all that.
They're like shitting outside. Like, I'm trying to leave work. I'm about to leave your driveway. There's a whole bunch of homeless.
He's talking about Joe was saying like
get away.
Joe was like, imagine like you selling the house in the middle, and then they moved there. It's like now the depreciation of my house has just skyrocketed. It's like I just sold my motherfucking house, and now I can't sell it because y'all are shitting outside and moving your nasty ass tents. Like go on. But no, Shay, you gotta see it, bro. It is packed.
I want to see
it's
it.
a whole city. Like no, my word is bomb, bro. And it was like we was walking, and there was rats.
Oh no, it's scary.
We was walking at night, nigga, and it was rats.
Yeah, that's sick.
And they were just like, ugh, disgusting.
No, that's fake Tent City. Put LA
That's just Lollapalooza.
Yeah,
right, yeah, that's
Lollapalooza with a tent. Yeah, you got type in LA. Los Angeles. Downtown LA.
Wow.
It's crazy. It's definitely disgusting.
It's more like go that one up there. It's like them with that one to the right.
Right here.
No, that looks like a nice picture.
Like down. Like click on that right there.
Right here.
No,
That's a video.
It's like
that.
Yeah.
That's
but like I'm talking about for streets and like and some of the like them are like high budget tents. Most of like I ain't seen no high budget tents like that. There's like low budget like just trash and like all that. Like scary to drive by.
Well, when I see stuff like that, and this is cliche to say, but I really just be thinking like, you really got it good. Like I could,
like us, we got it good.
Like, and I understand.
And the thing,
I understand that they're homeless. A lot of them are homeless for a reason.
Yes, they are. But the thing with LA, the whole scandal with Tent City in LA, again, to my understanding, because I don't know for a fact, is that a lot of times LA is, well, not a lot of times, LA is very overpopulated. It's the most, that in New York, obviously, but LA is like overpopulated because people continue to move to LA. So there's not enough housing it's not even close. Like the amount of people that they have and then the housing that they have, it doesn't even equal out.
Why people go up there and live in their car for a couple months.
So that's why Tent City is so bad in LA. It's like they can't do it. I was telling y'all a couple months ago on the podcast that they were literally probably secretly by departments and stuff, but cops were killing these people, killing them all. Because LA is that overpopulated. Like they have been poisoning people in Tent City and stuff like that.
China.
Trying to get them, LA is like a small China.
Did y'all know that Japan is underpopulated?
Yeah. I didn't know that. I just seen that.
I didn't know that.
The fuck?
Yeah, right.
I heard that. I was like, huh?
I thought they were like killing their girls or killing boys.
That's what I thought.
No, that's China.
That is China.
That's China. That's the rule in China. You can't have you can only have like one boy and one girl.
That is nuts. Ain't that scary? Like as a mom, like I'm pregnant. Well, better hope it's not a.
Giving your child up. Whoa. No, what?
No, give it up. Like that. Yeah.
That's some heartbreaking ass shit right there. The government come taking your kid out you right.
And I hate when people use them extreme.
My daughter. Like, what do you mean? What the fuck do you mean?
This is off tangent, but when people use them extreme analogies, when they're like, "You just better be lucky to live in America because you could live in China where they kill people for it." It's like, or I could live in somewhere else.
Right.
All right. I go to Iceland.
Right. No, China's bad too.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
For sure.
I'll go live in like Bangkok. Like I don't know.
Facts.
But I hate people that do that.
I know they do.
And it's always the gun-toting white man with the.
Well, why don't you go back to there?
Right. Well, nobody said you had to be here. The Constitution is like, shut up, Captain America.
It's like,
nigga.
why don't you fund me and I will move.
Right.
What do we?
y'all want to.
No, we really got to get to these two big things.
What, bro?
Alsina, but mainly the
Gessling or whatever his name is. Yeah, that's all I'm talking about. Yeah, because this is the doc that. This is the doc that we want.
This is the doc that. Well, did you see the news? Okay, so
they moved her to the cell that they killed Jeffrey Epstein.
That and just a report came out right before we started the podcast.
Okay, first of all, context.
Give it.
Context. How do you say her name?
I don't know.
Is it Gessling?
Jeffrey Epstein's bitch.
Facts.
Facts. That's her name. Period. What are we talking about here?
Girl, his manager,
his bitch.
The girl who was working with him,
he was
going
fucking
on
with.
disgusting shit. Old bitch, act like she ain't know nothing was going on.
All of a sudden.
All right.
Right.
She got charged, and like they was going after her. They thought she was gonna get off. Wrong, bitch.
Right.
You're done too.
And that's why when me and you, when we watched that, that's when we watched that Jeffrey Epstein doc, and I was like, bruh, that Epstein doc was nasty.
Oh,
and it was one-sided because the whole time during that Jeffrey Epstein doc on Netflix that all y'all keep talking about, bro, y'all need to go see this Jeffrey Epstein doc because it's so good.
And, yeah, that's so low budget. Right there.
That is worse. But anyway, the whole time during the doc, I'm like, why is nobody questioning his girlfriend?
Right, and
who lives with him?
She's really the head of it.
Dick.
Right, with the girls.
She's really the head of it because Jeffrey Epstein, he was just telling her she was paying all the. He wasn't doing that.
That's what I was saying. Yeah. Jeffrey Epstein was not like that.
Anyway, they moved her to Jeffrey Epstein's cell. Right, they came out today and said, authorities said we're very nervous that she's going to kill herself.
It's like, y'all can't continue to do this. We've already said that was y'all are just, at this point, y'all are pissing on us.
Y'all literally,
and
Jeffrey Epstein killed himself because both security guards fell asleep. The cameras went, like, God, come on.
And that's like with
I'm a grown man. You're disrespecting my intelligence at this point. Like,
that because everybody on Twitter said they're getting ready to kill her.
Yeah.
Like they had an over or under. It was the number one trending topic. They had an over or under. They said 4 days. That was the trending topic a couple days. They said 4 days or under, she's going to die. So it's like, we see y'all. Man. We fucking see y'all. We see y'all. Please don't do it. I was thinking when that was trending, I'm like, they're going to do it way more creative. There's no way. And then I seen what you seen. There's no way y'all are about to do this to her. There's no way.
There's no way.
We see y'all. Please make it move. If y'all do this, if y'all literally do this, I don't even. I'm done.
I forgot to get another thing. She said when they got her,
she's telling.
Right, it was a big thing. It said, and she's one to name. It had her record over the head.
That's what.
And she's naming names.
Naming names.
So I'm like, oh shit,
she's singing like a bird.
I was like,
and literally when I saw it, I was like, if she gets killed or she ends up with coronavirus, I'm gonna know something.
Name the names.
It would just be.
She's gonna name like people that died, like rich. People
that
Barack Obama.
Right.
I need y'all. Hillary Clinton. I need y'all to the forefront.
See, the thing is, I honestly do believe. Excuse me. I honestly do believe that mad people went over to Jeffrey Epstein's island and didn't do nothing nasty.
Well, that's what we was talking about.
I believe that. I don't believe that everybody went over there to do that.
To my point,
Jeffrey Epstein was a businessman. Like everybody went in on that. Like you don't let everybody in on that.
Well, to my point, Hunter, that's why when we were talking about it, I was saying I don't think Jeffrey Epstein was like that. Not like that. He's nasty. But I'm saying he's not like that. Like he was put there.
Right.
And then people used him.
Right.
That's why he was gifted that they were like, we know this dude is nasty. Right. We know we're going to put you, I'm going to just say Barack Obama because there's going to be a picture of Barack Obama at the Epstein
for
Island.
Sure. I mean, like, I do think JFK was on
but this is my point. This is my point. People were sent to that island to be put in compromising situations. You now have a picture at Epstein Island.
Yes. And that's not a good look, period.
That's not a good look.
Period.
Even like my man Bill, when he was saying like, well, I've been on the plane with him 18 times.
Yeah.
Like in his brain, I really don't think. Maybe I'm going to speak from the.
Clinton.
I'm gonna say.
I said JFK.
But I know what you meant.
Yeah.
But right now,
let's. That on JFK.
Right now, we're going to talk on the notion that Bill Clinton's innocent. Whatever. Cool.
I don't think he is.
But what I'm saying is, say he is innocent. He's just a naive old man, and he was like, well, I've been on the plane with him for like 18 times. He don't understand. If he's an innocent man, imagine you saying that. Like, I've flown with Jeffrey Epstein 18 times.
Bill.
Looks bad, Bill.
Looks disgusting.
Now-
Looks disgusting, Bill.
Now, here's mine.
Now, do I think him and his wife are nasty? Yes.
Yeah.
But here's mine.
But-
Here's mine.
Hold on. Get ready, because there's gonna be a lump in your throat. There's gonna be some people in some pictures on Epstein Island
But
that we like and we love.
get a lump in my throat.
But it should, because you know.
A lump in my throat specifically?
Not you. I'm just saying.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking to the people. But
No,
because there's going to be,
Smith,
but there's going to be some innocent people,
Yes, for sure. And I think.
and that's why I'm saying the FBI and the CIA are nasty, because they always get away.
Right.
And
They have a scapegoat.
Yeah, first off, they're going to cloudy it up and throw everybody's name in there. Just
Right.
So we don't.
Right.
So
You don't know who's who.
Right.
We're arguing about
Stephan,
that.
That is my point. That was their sick plan from the beginning.
But my point.
They're
my
not
point,
dumb.
My point is that we should, as much as people study the Bible. Here I go. I'm like a Bible thumper around here or something. As much as people study the Bible, we should probably study Satan's word, because there's rituals and stuff like
as much. But yeah.
not as much.
Yeah, you
but,
should know.
But actually, yes, as much, because they say there's a saying, you go to church, but he knows the Bible too. Talking about the devil.
for sure.
The devil knows the Bible more than you, right?
More.
In and
And
out.
why do you think
And he
that is?
uses it,
Why
trust
do you
me.
think that? Exactly.
Right.
So the more and more we understand the Satanic Bible and stuff
Yeah.
like that, and we would understand
Why they do the things
why
they
they do the
Well,
things.
old
How
girl,
they-
what's the
because
old girl doing? Like, what's her name? What was the girl's name? She was throwing them big parties
Who?
with like human body parts.
Yeah.
and they were doing rituals
Yeah.
and there was. Her name was on the doc. I can't remember her name.
I don't know.
It was in the Epstein doc. And like all these people, like bro, like people, real people. Beyonce, Jay-Z
yeah.
was in these pictures at these parties
Well, that's what I'm saying.
with these big these big tables, and it would be like cakes, but of people of like dead body parts, of like people, like heads, like arms, fingers,
Right.
and it was like a thing, like
See,
and she's like a witch.
Okay, so now.
What's her name?
Let me finish my point.
Oh yeah,
Because
Go ahead.
I just want to make it. I want people to understand out there that
they caught it.
these
something,
aren't singled out people. Everybody that's like, because I see Pizzagate's like picking up a whole bunch of steam, right?
I would do that too.
And
Everybody knows about
I'm not
Pizzagate.
mad about that. I'm
Right.
just saying I think people think of it as like these individual cases, like singular cases, like okay, Epstein and them were sick, and they don't think that
It was a system.
it's a system in place,
Right.
and they're just another
just-
cog in it.
Right.
Many people have done this in the past.
It's
They're just
hundreds
a
and
new,
hundreds of years.
hundreds of years. This pedo ring in Hollywood has been a thing,
Facts.
along with
Without
sex
doubt.
trafficking, human rituals, and all that stuff. And I'm saying that we got to understand that these people practice Satanism.
right?
Correct.
People
They
in high
they
places.
identified this woman on the. Go ahead. I'm sorry, but they identified her as a Satanist. Like everybody knows she's a Satanist.
Right.
These
And,
people
they,
are Satanists.
and they were going to her parties that she was putting on.
Now, I'm not
And-
comparing any sickness at all, but what I don't want to hear, like I'm saying, I don't want to see everybody get killed. Like you were just saying, we're going to see a lot of people who was with or at Epstein or have pictures with Epstein, and they're going, I'm not going to get killed. But I don't want
And
that
that's-
because there was a lot of people with R. Kelly too. But the thing is, and you can say Epstein,
But when you
people knew about
under-
R. Kelly.
when you
And
understand-
people looked the other way for 10, 12 years about R. Kelly. And this is Jay-Z, everybody.
This is a little
everybody.
bit different, though. This is a little bit different. This is the only point, because I want to preface it when we see these. Like, people have to understand that this was a planned event.
Well, that's what
We're
I'm
just
saying.
seeing fruition now of a long
That's what I'm
CIA,
saying.
FBI, whoever you want to say it
That's
was.
what I'm saying.
This is
This
a
is
long
different
planned
than-
event. So when these pictures come out, don't kill somebody immediately.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
need to go and you need to find out, like,
Well, no, yes,
and
you're
do
right.
your own.
My-
Don't do your own
And
judgment.
not even that.
Yeah,
It's
you're
like
right.
like it's
Because
different.
people were put
It's
in
different
compromising
than- You're right with
No,
the R.
it-
Kelly
it-
thing,
it- no,
but
it's
it's
too
different
different.
because it's like and you did say that.
My thing is, if you associate with sick people, you associate with sick people.
But you might not know a man is sick until after the fact, and now you got a picture, and you're there. That's
No,
my point.
I don't believe that though.
No, that's not true.
People in...
Come on. Like, if somebody fly... Like, if you chilling, say he's rich, you're rich, and I'm just...
People know the jig on Jeffrey. They might not know. There's rumors. People, bro, they know.
People know, but...
They don't.
Sometimes you gotta go find out on your own.
That too. I'm saying...
I'm never taking a name man's word on somebody's man I never met.
If you've ever been to a Jeffrey Epstein party, you've also heard the rumor of...
But maybe you found out... That's my point. Maybe you found out there.
And then you left.
And now you got a picture.
Yeah. Oh, I'm with you. That's why my point was most people are going to be innocent. I think most people are going to have but there's going to
be some big names that aren't.
For sure.
To Stephan's point.
What do you mean by innocent? Because I think everybody...
Well, yeah, innocent might be the wrong word.
Everybody that's went has practiced Satanism.
You believe so?
Yeah. At least that night.
Okay, yeah. You took part in the event. Yep, I know what you're saying.
These rituals are real. That's a real thing.
Even that Scientology.
I'm gonna find it.
Real thing.
I want to get her actual name, bro.
People still practice them, and to this day.
I'm just saying that some people do. To your point, Shane, some people do go and then they be a part of it. Look, there's so many colors of the spectrum and so many ends of it that some people are in it more and more and they get more and more out of it. Some people went a couple times and then kind of shied away. Some people went once and was like, "Fuck no." Mm-hmm. And I'm saying, and that's how you get your perspective on the industry from people in the industry. We just talked about J. Cole and Kendrick and how they move within the industry. Mm-hmm. Don't think that type of shit don't have a part in the way they move, because it does.
Right.
In real life.
They knew.
In real life.
All this Pizzagate, that's like a core of all of like the television.
Right. There's subdivisions.
Harvey Weinstein, the music, all the entertainment.
Entertainment, period. All that. And that's what I'm saying. People like Lauryn Hill that walk with Dave Chappelle. Like,
I was about to say, have you ever mentioned Jeffrey Epstein to Dave at all? Like ever talk?
I mean, he has.
He's brought it up.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's ever been there. Probably not, but man.
Dave don't move like that.
He
don't move like that.
I love Dave, and I wouldn't expect it. But I'm saying there's a lot of people who like I wouldn't expect Jay-Z and stuff like that. But like
he be talking.
Jay-Z's on stage shit. Yeah.
No, I was saying about Dave.
He don't move like that.
Maybe not.
Not now.
No, yeah.
He be talking.
But there's some people that I'm not saying he moves like that. I'm saying he knows about it.
Oh yeah, Dave.
For sure. No,
yeah,
that's to his point. That's what I'm saying. He's definitely
like
said
this documentary is like piss posh to these type of.
Dave knows the ins and fucking outs.
And he's like,
that's why he walked. Yeah, that's why. Yeah,
he's looking at the doc like
what he did
wrong.
when he left. Didn't he go to Africa or something?
That's what I'm saying.
Didn't he move there for like 10 years?
Ran away. Yeah.
He's like, I'm done with all of y'all.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
what I'm saying. These artists,
leaving and
like
going
real
to
people
Africa.
like that keep their soul, they end up detoxing from the industry. They have to run. Lauryn Hill, like they run away from the industry,
and they run away from America.
They run away.
That's what because the industry is America. That's all the same thing. All of it's the same exact thing.
Yep. That's why my niggas be going on these hiatuses for real. They gotta get away.
Bro, I'm weak. I just clicked on this thing and something that never comes down on the Apple computer come down and said allow or don't allow. I said don't allow. Because I clicked on the ritual, Satanist ritual. Y'all ain't getting me like that.
All right.
Just like, I mean, I don't believe in the 27 lighter club, but I believe in the idea behind it that like, or the white lighter theory. You heard of that?
Maybe. What's it about? I don't think I've ever heard of the white lighter.
You're not supposed to carry a white lighter.
I just found a new doc hunter that we need to watch.
Oh, the 27 white lighter because they all
died before
Kurt Cobain. They all had a white lighter with them.
But like the meaning behind that is that there's that some of these people get an ultimatum or they get a deal with the devil, and they in order for them to be celebrated in their art and it's sad because
who is it? It's Jimi Hendrix, Kurt Cobain, Amy Winehouse,
Mac Miller now.
Mac. Did he have a white lighter? Mm-hmm. Did he?
Mm-hmm.
That might be, but that's shit. Other Mac Miller, but I just named 3 powerhouses: Jimmy, Kurt, and Amy. Yeah, there's more, right? And
just the point of all that, the young people dying and stuff like that, is that some people say that they make a deal and they go, we'll die young or we'll die at 27.
But you can have this fame and money right now.
And we'll celebrate your music, more importantly, your artistry. And that's why a lot of these people, when they go, you kind of get a hint that they know that they're going before they go. Because they know their time's up. Because they made a deal. The devil's like, at 27,
and
you're
there's
going.
a reason why.
You're going at 27.
Right.
I believe in shit like that.
Yeah, even though when we say that, when I hate, like, people really think that making a deal with the devil is like sitting down across the table with a demon and like shaking his hand saying, you do this and you do that.
No.
I
mean, you sit across from a demon.
Somebody.
From a demon, but he ain't red.
Or it's not even like I was explaining
She looks really good.
Yeah.
I was explaining to my
saying.
sister
She
at
had on a
home,
red
like they
dress?
were saying, you would eat this pork chop for $1,000 or $10,000. I said, no, I wouldn't. Why would I? And it was like, it's $1,000. And the home was like, you for $1,000 cash right now, you wouldn't eat that whole pork chop. I said, bro, that's literally selling your soul. Selling your soul is
I need to get that morals for sale. Or not morals for sale shirt.
Yeah. Selling your soul is literally doing something for monetary gain or for
that you don't believe is
that
right
you
in
do
your
not
soul.
believe right in your soul and your morals and your that you know when you're doing it, this is wrong. That's selling your soul. Period. There's obviously bigger and smaller ways, but that's what that is.
Yep. I mean, we do it every day too, but yeah. We do it in ways every day.
Yes, I agree with that. Yeah. Yep, we do.
Hey, I just found a doc that we need to watch.
Really?
While I was searching for all this, look at this title right here.
And I know I tried. Yeah, man, it's Pizzagate. So, like,
Oh, here it is. Hold
I
on.
think I know why it's called Pizzagate, but does everybody know why it's called Pizzagate?
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
they were using pizza as a code word.
In the email.
But look.
It's not like that, but they was like ordering like one large cheese for tonight's event.
Yeah,
And like,
I need extra pepperoni.
Right, there
on
was
this
like
one.
they would have like topping and stuff to like for boys and girls and ages and shit like that.
And then some of the emails said like,
I'm
"Hey, are you?"
talking about like the
Bro, some of the emails were like, "Hey, are you going to the party on such and such date?" And then someone hit back and be like, "Is there going to be pizza there?" And they were like, "Lots of pizza." Any pepperoni pizza? Lots of pepperoni pizza.
I'm
It's
saying
like,
though, like
what?
But I'm really saying though, like I'm like how
But look,
are people that sick?
Look at your boy, Dark Secrets Inside Bohemian Grove, a documentary film by none other than Alex Jones. This is a must watch.
Yeah, it really is.
This is a must watch.
Yeah, at 2000 like filmed and produced by Radio. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a must watch.
Dark Secrets Inside Bohemian Grove.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch that.
I need
That's a
I
watch
need
for
him
sure.
right now.
Man.
Like right now. Not September.
When's
No, right.
But they keep trying to
September.
silence him.
No, right now. Like during the midst of all
But
this.
I know it's so much easier for us to say
Oh
when it's
my
like
God.
these motherfuckers are after his life.
I know.
Everything he says, anything he's after his life.
Literally.
They're watching every movie he
He's
makes.
hiding right now.
Literally.
He's
And he's
over
so,
in
bro, I
hiding.
couldn't imagine being crazy and really having people watch you.
I know,
Or
he's
not,
probably
not
like-
being,
he's
I mean,
probably
not
like
being
looking
crazy,
he's probably
but
looking
people
out-
looking at you like you're crazy.
He's
and
probably
people
looking out his
watching
blinds right now, being all dramatic, because you know he's
you
dramatic.
with binoculars.
I
Like,
couldn't
peeking
imagine
out.
how paranoid.
But can you be dramatic when you know for a fact that like
No.
people want to kill you?
No,
Like I can't eat nothing. I can't donut.
The man Tupac wasn't playing. That's the same Tupac. Tupac, he was checking stuff out. Like I can't. I'm not staying in this hospital. I'm not.
Yeah, to feel like you're being set up and have like legit
You know how
reason.
paranoid you would be.
To have
You
legit
can't trust
reason.
you.
It's like I don't know who the fuck. I don't know who the fuck.
All I know is I just got shot.
I'm low key
Wow.
spooked about typing all this into Google.
But they ain't worried about niggas like us. They
Not yet.
got Giselle to be worried about.
Giselle.
They're trying to cap her off right now.
Well, anyway, I've been searching high and low. I can't. Apparently, I can't find the witch that they were going to all the parties. I feel it should be very
Witches
easy.
are.
It should be very easy to find her. Like she was all of her name is. I can't find her.
Oh,
nowhere.
I was getting ready to say with that Maxine girl or whatever, wouldn't it be smarter if they just kind of like purged her from society? Like just said she went to jail and like whacked her and didn't say nothing. Like wouldn't that be the smart thing for them?
And then
Am
like
I-
since her went to jail and then like she has died.
Is it
a year
fake
later.
news that
Or
Oprah?
no, don't report that she died.
Right.
Just whack her ass.
Right.
Is it fake news that Oprah and Ellen DeGeneres on house arrest?
Yeah, I'm sure.
No, they like
That's funny. If they
all these celebrities have had like pictures with ankle monitors and stuff like that. But okay, y'all gotta understand. First off, if they're on house arrest, like where is the court documents and like where is the for what? What are they on house arrest for?
Right. That's what I was about
Like,
to
I
say.
don't
Why-
understand. Like, where's the like? What are they on house arrest for?
You're right.
They're just having.
Well,
They can leave.
Well, they're saying Ellen is a part of the sex ring.
I know the theory and the conspiracy.
I know what you're saying.
I'm saying, like,
to get
where's
it
the
out there.
Where's the follow up for their house arrest? Like, where's these like where? I understand that it's all coming out now, but I don't think that they would. I don't. If this is as complex as we think it is, guys, I don't think that our courts and stuff would have been putting them on house arrest, and us seeing them on house arrest with ankle monitors on wouldn't. Like, I think they would be more subtle about it.
Right. I hate
if
that.
That's what they were on.
I hate when people think that they're going to catch the government like that. Guys, they don't move. They're a mafia. You're not going to catch them on a blunder like that. Like, they already thought about that one 300 times.
Right.
Like, they're good on that basis.
They covered that trace.
Hey, I do hate that. What's Harlem call them? Ghetto scholars.
They are.
Ghetto scholarship.
Well,
I love when y'all say well. I mean, I really don't like when y'all say well, but that's kind of.
Well, I mean, what else do you want to hit? We're reaching.
Pinkett, August Alsina.
Do we got time to hit that?
Yeah, we do.
We got time.
Real quick.
Okay.
We can hit that real quick. I want to hit 2 other things real quick.
2?
Yep.
So you want a 3-hour podcast?
Nah, this is like all 5 minutes. Just we just gotta tap them.
No, you can't do that.
We can't grade through Will and
Yeah,
Jada.
no, we're not grading through Will and Jada.
Okay, well,
But,
I guess
I mean,
that's not really
Okay,
going
context.
on.
Give it up, King.
We can do that on Monday. We can like go into that Monday.
Yeah, but give context to Will and Jada.
Will and Jada. August Alsina came out with the interview with fucking Angela Yee, the worst, and saying about how what everybody kind of.
Hey, Joe laid into Angela Lee. That's what I'm talking about.
No, he didn't.
Hey,
no, he didn't. But
what he say? Angela Lee, shut the fuck up.
He did say that, but he ain't really get her how she should have got.
For real. Anyway, he came out basically with a tell-all saying that him and Jada Pinkett had a relationship, which, I mean, I guess kind of everybody kind of already thought something we was going on. But, and everybody already knew how Will and Jada kind of gave it up too. So he came out saying that he loved her and he like Will accepted him in the family. Will came out and saying, "Oh, that shit's lies."
Did he?
Will came out and saying, "Nah."
Bro, because August Alsina said, "I got Will's blessing."
Yeah, I got Will's blessing. The family loved me. I love the community, the family.
Will should have been right in his fade.
Will came out and said, "Nah." Now they're doing a red table talk, like another one. This is all for.
I love Will and Jada though.
I do too.
I really do.
I don't know why.
I do too. But how do y'all feel? Or you want to get into on Monday? Right.
No, we can say how we feel real quick. August Alsina is corny.
Okay, well, I don't feel like you really get.
No, he lost cool points. He lost
No. I don't think you gave enough context. Will Smith and Jada Pinkett-Smith are together.
Correct.
Right?
Right.
August Alsina is saying that he got Will Smith's blessing to be with Jada.
Correct.
While they were together, and that's just how their relationship is.
Right.
So.
Okay, how do we believe about that first?
There we go. That's all I was about to ask.
Yes, I believe that happened.
August? And then?
Yes.
I believe that happened.
Okay, remove
August
it.
Fuck Jada Pinkett. That's a fact.
Yes.
Okay.
Like, to me, this is
next level. Would you guys be comfortable with that?
Listen, I'm not in my relationship from Will?
No.
Of course not. That's not how I give it up.
That's not
what I believe
not
marriage
at this point.
is.
Yeah, no. I asked the question on here, like, polygamy.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
In a way, I mean, they call it swinging. They're swingers.
Right.
But in a way, it's polygamy.
I'm not even calling August Alsina a liar. What he said, everything could have been true. My point is, shut up. Like, that's not like that. What you say is corny. That's that he lost. Like, dude, that's not.
Not
like,
even that. It's like
you had an album coming out.
I don't like
that's
that.
what I'm saying.
I never liked
you had an album coming out, so now this is the time. Like, come on.
So like, shut the fuck up.
Come on, bro.
Shut the fuck up and sell your album.
That's not right.
That's it.
Now you're talking about Will. Like, why are they? They have nothing to do with your fucking album.
Right. 40 tracks.
Although he got asked the question because we know Angela Yee loves asking rumors. She loves asking questions.
Right, and she subtly asked it too. She was like, so Will Smith, you ever heard of him?
Yeah, she be doing shit like
Jada Pinkett-Smith. Is that her last name? Is it still Smith?
It's like, you're 45 years old. Give up on
I can't stand Angela Yee.
But he was singing all about it all in his album, so I guess it is you could ask about, okay, so.
You got a song on there about your thing with them.
But he should have not.
I'm going to watch the Red Table Talk.
August Alsina, you're done, okay? You're canceled.
Yeah, he's
done. Once Jada gets on this Red Table Talks and cancels you, you're done.
Yeah,
You're done.
It ain't gonna look good.
You did it to your fucking self. That is the two biggest people.
Right.
And you did it to yourself. Just shut up.
Right.
Yes, I believe it happened. We all knew it happened.
Right. That's the thing. It was like crazy news. Like that's all been speculation for years now.
Like we knew.
Right.
And they knew. So who are you telling?
Right. You thought it was,
we all knew. It was okay. I thought it was understood.
Oh,
We
right.
all knew.
You just found out.
What's
I'm
understood
sorry.
don't need to be explained. Wayne said that a long time ago.
I thought it was understood. It all knew. Now all you're going to do is make them have to come out and deny it because. Of course, they're not going to publicly admit that that's the thing.
Right.
So you're a fool.
They're too big of a-
You put yourself in a position.
Right, you
where
can
I
never
can't win.
attack a power couple like that. They're like, that's the one that you thought they was going to get us off?
Okay.
Okay, August.
Okay, watch
we
how-
saw how you're labeled at you. And
Right. Look at
like
you. You're at your 23,000 copies. So
Watch how we us this. It's just
what
like,
the fuck are you doing? You are such an idiot. So that's how I feel about that. But yes, I believe it happened. I believe it continues to happen. I believe Will and Jada, that is the merit of the relationship. Just we know that's what it is. Like I don't like.
who are Will Smith's
speculate.
mistresses?
I don't know.
Oh, he slayed a lot of them.
I'm sure. Right.
Oh, I mean, it's just
Can you
counting.
imagine?
But do we know any of them?
No, because Will's way
Will-
more.
Hey, they are so.
Hey, listen, Will Smith is like one of my.
Wait.
Like,
That's what
Will
I'm
Smith
Will Smith
saying.
is a boss.
He's a pro at this industry.
He's a pro.
Yeah, he
He's
can
a
be
pro
whatever.
life.
He's a pro.
He's a pro life, period. Like the way his outlook on life is.
Because we be
just so-
forgetting. The nigga's 50.
Right, and jumping out of planes,
He's
skydiving,
Come drop a verse, snapping like
This
He's
man-
been in this shit since he was 17.
and he just takes over whatever he wants. He
Man,
took over
that's
TikTok. He
33
took over
years.
You know who
Instagram.
else has? I was thinking I've been watching a whole bunch of Dave Chappelle's specials, just the ones I'm saying old ones and shit.
Dang, we didn't even talk about that.
And that was one of the things I was bringing up. Don't ever forget.
Yeah.
I was watching live and I was thinking it's 2020, and I was watching one from like '94. I was thinking Dave has really been doing stand-up comedy for like 30 years.
And it shows.
But just that.
Right.
Hey,
Right.
hey,
He knows it don't be funny.
Bang, bang, right back with it like every
He
time.
knows it don't be funny. It
He's really good. But Dave
needs to
man,
be crushed.
we all went. We didn't record. We went to Dave Chappelle for a second time. We
Fuck
saw,
all that nigga. We seen
Nah, we
Eric
saw,
man.
we saw Queen Miss Badu. We saw IDK.
Common.
We saw
How you gonna say IDK first?
We
Right.
saw
Quest-
Tiffany Haddish.
Questlove.
IDC,
man.
nigga, I don't care.
A legend.
We got just to get
Where you know,
by. Just to
Romeo
get
ass boy? What are you
by.
talking
Just to get by.
Yeah, we seen Talib Kweli.
Hey, legendary
Common.
night, man. We had
Moda.
an old Karen walk up to us and sit with us and laughed at the black jokes. It was
Man.
But
legendary.
fuck all that. Fuck all that.
Dave's
We
a
also
legend.
we also seen Tiffany Haddish, who seems to be going through a mental breakthrough right now. She just shaved her head off.
Did
That
she
was like
shave-
today. I saw
Y'all
a
didn't
picture.
see it?
Bro,
That
she
was
shaved
today.
her- Tiffany had shaved her hair.
She shaved her hair yesterday live. It's awful. I just scrolled. It's awful.
I thought that was old.
She looks like a little boy. She looks like a little boy.
She didn't shave her head.
Like
She shaved her head. And I don't know if this is attributed to her performance last week. I don't know if she's going through a
She
2008
bombed,
2008 Britney Spears moment because apparently she bombed 2 nights in a row, but
She was in her
she's our
fucking
black.
bag.
She's our black.
That's what
queen.
I'm saying. I was literally about to say, once you get to a certain level of stardom and you can go to your point, you can't bomb.
I
You
disagree.
can bomb,
I disagree
but
with
you
that.
can't bomb.
No, I disagree with that totally.
You know, I think I think it's even your chances of bombing are higher.
No, it's not. Because especially Dave Chappelle cannot bomb.
He can't.
He can't
Yes, he
bomb.
can.
No, he
He
can't.
can.
Why?
He's so
He can.
he's so
I think
graceful. He's so on the stage. He know
Oh,
he'll
you
let
mean-
you know like
I thought you meant from the audience perspective. I'm saying there, like if you're a
I'm
big
saying
star
from
and the
that-
audience goes in there and saying, "This is Dave Chappelle. This is the best comedian of all time. I'm about to be weak as fuck." And you
Nah,
go in
not
there
even
and
that.
Dave can't.
Not even
Dave
that.
Can't. No, Dave can't because he's echeloned himself into
That's
the
what I'm
all-time great
saying.
convo to where even if he's not telling funny jokes, nigga, we're gonna laugh for you because we're not about to let you bomb. I'm telling you, that's what it is. Some of Dave's jokes don't be
I
funny.
won't even say that. I'm just saying it's the way that you conduct
No,
on
but
stage.
Tiffany-
because even when we
but-
were on stage, I mean, not us on
No,
stage.
Tiffany
wow.
can
Let's be
bomb.
on stage with Dave as well. But I'm saying when Dave was up there, he was even acknowledging like, "Oh, this ain't good."
Yeah.
Right.
Like he was even saying
But-
like. He even asked a couple times, like, "Yo, did they not have enough drinks?"
Yeah, but
But you're
right.
just so suave on the stage,
Yeah.
you can't bomb.
Right.
But Tiffany can because she's not in the echelon. She's
I
still
don't know.
no, bro.
She's
you
a-
can
I
see
don't
the you can see the difference. Hers was cringy.
Yeah.
When Dave does it, it's like, nigga, you're right. Like we're the ones wrong right now.
Right.
Like we're the
That's
ones.
low-key
We're
true.
the ones
no,
wrong.
like Dave's
When
just
she-
suave.
That's low-key true.
Suave.
And like when you're that great, y'all, people are gonna laugh just off a name.
But sometimes when you don't,
Bro, those people in Yellow Springs don't be knowing what the fuck Dave is talking about.
That's true too.
But when it's Tiffany Haddish and we don't know what the fuck we talking about, bitch, we don't know what the fuck you talking about.
Right.
Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Vagina jokes, I don't know what that is. And I don't know who you are, so I don't know why you're here. But it's Dave Chappelle. It's like, I'm going to laugh, nigga.
Right.
Like, this is a good time Dave is here. But it's Tiffany Haddish, like, and the real reason why I didn't make a status is because y'all are good friends. And y'all owed me would have made a status and slandered her. But I was like, you know what? She's black. She's a woman. It'd be very corny for me as a man to come out and just slander her name. So I was very, very, very tickled the next morning when you guys tagged me and Richard Ichi doing it. I was really tickled.
Thank God.
I was really like, at first I was shocked, like, whoa, this happened 2 nights ago. Like, so what just
I felt bad. I felt bad.
I felt bad too. I really did because I like Tiffany Haddish.
I like
No,
Tiffany.
hold on, real quick. Let me give her some bail.
No, I don't like Tiffany Haddish.
No, yeah. Let me give her some bail. She came out and she enjoyed, like, she had fun. There was a comedy show, like, the first half of it. Then there was, like, a whole concert, like, 2-3 hours of, like,
She did
Erykah Badu, like, everybody just freestyling, throwing karaoke on Dave out there singing. Like, it was a fun time. And Tiffany Haddish was out there in her bag rapping.
Okay, stop right there. That's my point. It's in the eye, like, this is corny, but it's in the eyes of the person. If you get, a lot of times y'all do something, y'all say, I can't think of who it is, bro. There's something that y'all do along the lines of, and I always think when y'all do it, I'm like, well, it really just matters if they feel like that. Because if I get up there, even though we know that she bombed her joke segment, you couldn't tell. Through the rest of the night, as the night progressed.
You know what I think?
A real crushed person would really be like, I really bombed that.
No, you're right.
Because she was having the time of her night.
But we also found out Tiffany Haddish was 40. So she's been around this game for a while. So that wasn't the first time she bombed. I do still think people who bomb like that, like Tiffany Haddish, I bet when she went to bed that night, she thought about that.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Artists like that get insecure about it. Like, I'm telling you,
oh, my God, more than we do.
But I think she laughs about it more than, because you're Tiffany Haddish.
No.
I'm not saying it crushes her, but I'm saying she definitely goes to sleep, especially on new material. I think everybody works on new material when they go out there and they
as an artist, no way.
And you're like, and it don't come off. You think about that night, like, damn, I gotta get back. Like,
artists are the most sensitive about their shit.
Yeah.
She's thinking about that right now. She's writing new jokes.
Yeah.
She will not perform.
She'll never do that.
She will not
that flower joke
She will
again.
not perform that shit again. I guarantee. I'll bet you that. I bet you that.
Not the
Once
same
you have a
way.
back,
she's gonna flip something.
she'll ask.
well, she already did that. That was night 2, and she got crushed again. So,
But sometimes it takes that. That's the thing about comedy. I like that everybody bombs, especially new material. I was watching Steve-O and shit.
And sometimes it takes a second night. So now she knows. Okay, throw the whole joke away.
Right.
Because it ain't. For Friday, I thought it was just them, but no. Now it's the other crowd.
It's clearly me.
It's the other crowd. They're mad. So it's like, okay, you got to scrap those jokes.
It's clearly me. But
And that's the art in stand-up comedy.
But I don't care. Scrap all that. We'll end her on a good note because she worked the stage. She worked the stage. She was rapping, she was dancing.
The second half, she carried a lot of
freestyling with Erykah Badu up there, and she was in her bag.
She did Tina Turner.
Tina Turner and got in her bag.
Choreography was nuts.
She
was killing it, man.
But she said, roll.
She was a better,
roll. And Dave was ready to cancel it for real. But she was like, hold on, can you play Tina Turner real quick?
Right. Yeah, that's a fact. She was a better entertainer than comedian that night.
Yeah,
for sure. But that's what she is.
Made it up.
She's
she went back. She did the joke. She went back and she's like, all right.
Right. I know.
She looked
like this up.
She looked like an entertainer acting as a comedian.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
And the white girl was the worst, but we out of here.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
so shout out to Dave.
Shout out to Dave
for real,
for sure.
Because Dave has been doing this every single weekend for a month.
The respect I have on Dave with Dave Chappelle it's so high, bro. It's not even funny. Just the way he moves, the way he has moved, the stuff that he stood up for, his genius. I was being Stephan was talking about how just legendary just the shit he says is legendary. Yeah. Like you can just tell when he's up, like you said, the suaveness. Like how he just be out there, he comes out with a cigarette with a beer, and he just
what's Stephan saying?
Everything right.
I'm Dave Chappelle.
Everything he does is just so like
nigga,
legendary.
we know.
Right.
That's why we're here.
I be telling you, you're Dave Chappelle. Like. But no, shout out to Dave. Walked away from 50 M's, came back to
300.
A bag.
A real bag. And he's creating bags. Dave created this idea out the mud. Like all jokes aside, people be talking about, do nothing to coronavirus. No, Dave created a platform.
Fuck the bag. This is iconic. Like how he said, we went the second night. We didn't go the very first, but remember the second night he was like, I don't know if y'all know, but It's the second concert in 4 or 5 months, like in the United States.
Yeah.
Right.
Like this is some shit we'll be able to look back and say we was at the second concert, open back up the world.
Yeah.
Like that was like an icon. We had the fucking interview with mask on, couldn't understand a word nobody was saying.
Yeah.
It was just this is shit's crazy. Like we're not really understanding right now. But when life gets back to normal or something, we'll look back and say that really fucking happened. How I do all the fucking time on my fucking dumbass memories.
That's true.
Yeah.
And we'll close on that.
Again, shout out to Dave.
And
he brought out legends. He brought out Erykah Badu. He brought out Common.
Legends.
Like, hats off.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful, funny.
That was one of the most fun nights I've had in a long time.
Yeah, that was fun.
Legendary night.
Especially the back end. I got up and did the electric slide with my black family up there.
And me and Hunter was talking about the next day. Like, could you imagine the people around us like that were seeing us four?
Yeah.
Like, because we was jumping at one point. Like,
we were
up
the
and
only
down.
people.
Like, not when we was waving our. I'm talking about when they was doing the rock song. We was jumping up and down.
Up and down, right. No, listen, Shane, I danced for 2 hours straight. I was faded. And I can't dance. I dance type disgusting shit.
Right, we had IDK. Don't act like we ain't have you turned up.
Man,
don't act like we ain't have you turned up. He walked over to our side of the stage and said, there's 4 people right here that nobody saw.
Running back.
Hey.
And
So,
right before we close, shout out to
Stephan. It was his birthday, July 8th.
back. Shout out to Kobe, rest in peace, and shout out to Masvidal. Because UFC fight card, 251?
Yeah.
And he's on that.
Yeah.
He's on that. I got money on him.
Yeah.
He's on that.
Street Jesus.
Facts.
Street Jesus. A baptism awaits this Sunday or Saturday.
Yeah, so who's he fighting?
Kamaru Usman.
Yeah, Usman.
Nah, don't say my guy.
No, I didn't say my guy.
No, I thought you said your guy.
Nah, he's...
All jokes, it's going to be a good fight.
Good
But
fight.
Masvidal's going to come on top because he's like
Best
that.
UFC fight card.
What they say, you want to take this fight?
You got Jan or Aldo?
Yep. Huh?
Jan or Aldo?
Aldo. Jose Aldo.
I got Jan.
Jose Aldo.
You saying that off his name.
I know who Jan is, but I'm saying Jose Aldo. Way too technical.
But yeah.
When you get down to the lower classes, about technique. But we ain't gonna nerd out on UFC. Proud of y'all. We potted. We didn't even really talk about it last week. I think this week makes a full complete year. 52 weeks in a row. We potted. 50. I think it's 53 weeks in a row that we potted.
Wait, didn't we miss last week?
Nah, we just didn't do Monday. Today is that week that you're thinking of.
What is today?
Actually, no, I know what you're thinking of. We didn't go Thursday or Monday.
You're right.
We went Monday and then next Thursday. So we haven't missed a week.
Yeah.
Okay.
So proud of y'all.
You too, brother.
We created this from the ground up. Nothing that we create they can separate. So.
Ooh,
that's a bar.
I'm about to start adding that
That's
to
a
the
bar.
shit because that's my shit.
That's
No
a
man
bar.
separate what we create.
Facts.
This is the Noahidols. This is episode 45. I'm not shouting out the host no more, but this is episode 45 of the Noahidols. As we like to say, peace, love, and all the above. We out. No man separate what we create, man. I gotta get that shirt, bro.